What you mean? Yeah, that's US dollars.
So yeah, I paid $240 for mine here in Australia. So that would be around about what's the equivalent of that? Yeah, see, I paid heaps more. That's ridiculous. So I ended up paying equivalent in US dollars, so it's 75 exchange now, so another 25%. So what's that? $30. So I paid 270. So what you would have paid would be about 190. I paid 190 for mine.
Wow. What kind of car do you have?
Hyundai i40, or as you guys say it, Hyundai. I think you guys say Hyundai, I think. Or
Hyundai.
Hyundai, yeah. Hyundai, yeah. It's an i40 and 2013. So it's about, what's that, 5 years old now.
And mine's a 2016 Kia Optima ST Turbo. SX.
That's what you've got, Cowboy.
Yeah.
Nice, man. That's pretty cool. That's a good family car. Yeah,
it's got the sports package. It's got the dual sunroof. I mean, the heated seats, steering wheel, heated back seats, cooled seat. I mean, you name it, the damn thing's got it. The problem with that is it's so.
Hey, everybody! Somebody's got a huge reverb going here now. What the heck happened?
Oh, wait a second.
Hang on. I haven't got headphones in, so maybe it's me.
Well, he went live. Did you make sure you got your YouTube muted?
I haven't got YouTube on. I'm just in Hangouts. Hang on a sec. I'm just on my phone. There we go. Is that better?
Is that good, Jason?
Yeah, that's good.
I don't hear any.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably me. Yeah, sorry, that's me. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so there you go. Wait, because I've got a massive question to ask both of you because I only know very little about it. What's happening in Hawaii?
Yeah, Hawaii's been having volcano. But it's not because they've had an active volcano on the main island, so I don't think it's that one. Is it, Jason? Is it the main one? It's a different. It's white.
Boy, plug your headphones in.
They are. Am I echoing, everybody? Can you guys hear me in the chat room? Okay.
No, Ashley Digital is still reverbing.
I mean, I've got headphones only, so you're only hearing my mic.
Yeah, I'm on headphones too. Can you guys hear
Jason? I can hear Jason and Cowboy. I can hear you two perfect.
I don't hear any echoing or anything.
No, it's good. It is good, Jace.
Yeah, I'm in headphones too.
That's weird.
Everybody in the chat room,
everybody
can say, are you guys hearing an echoing and with who, or does it sound good?
Maybe it's just my connection. Maybe it'll clear itself up.
I'm just going to go into. Are you there?
Yeah, we're listening. I was just waiting for the chat to see if they can hear us okay, but I haven't seen anybody say anything.
I'm just going to go into here now and see if I can see if it'll play. Let's have a look. Oh, whoa. I'm getting that feedback now. I can't. I'll just turn that off. It's feeding back. Who's in the chat?
Tim, Teresa. We got Mystery just joined us.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Mystery was on the other night. That was really cool. Whereabouts is Mystery from?
I have no idea. Where are you at from, Mystery?
G'day, Teresa. G'day, Mystery. G'day, Tim. There's a few people here, so that's cool. Yeah, so anyway, the volcano, right?
I
So
started this stream on the 17th here in my time, so we're good.
So we're good. Yes, the volcano stuff that I've seen so far is like this thing is shooting out. So what happens is like the lava in the water. So see, not all of it's on the land, some of it's in the water. And when the boulders go like are rolling into the hot lava going into the water, they're shooting out rocks the size of meteors, the size of cars. That's what I heard.
Wow.
This morning. So that's some nasty shit coming flying at you. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Yeah.
So Mystery Fried says she's from Northwest Arkansas.
Nice.
Tammy just joined. Hi, Tammy. And yeah, I guess Oakland just had like a 4.2 earthquake today, and that's San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah, I know Oakland. I've been there. Yeah. They said something or other around about there's like 150 earthquakes in the space of 24 hours in Hawaii. The biggest only was, I think, 3.5. But I mean, that's indicative of anything where there's seismic activity. You're gonna have like, you know, like if the Earth's coming out of the ground, for goodness sakes, I mean, you're gonna have like earthquakes. So that's understandable.
Just we got Tim from Delaware, Tammy from Orlando.
Nice. So Tammy, my uncle and auntie and my cousins, well, my uncle and auntie are still there, but my cousins have left. They're in like Europe now. But my uncle is like a leading oceanographer at the University of Florida, or one of the universities in Florida, one of the biggest one, whatever that one is. And they've got a house in Tallahassee, which I think is in Florida, right? Pretty sure. I don't think it's that far. I think it's like in the middle of Florida. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I've been to Florida. I love Florida. It's cool. It's a nice place.
Salted Cedar just joined us. What's up, brother?
My echo problem. House.
Salty.
I found my echo. I found my echo.
Echo. I don't hear. Echo.
There's no echo here. Yeah.
No. I don't know. We shouldn't do that.
Yeah. In order for me to have the chat up at the same time, I've got the stream up. I've got to sit there and pull up my YouTube show. And guess what I forgot to do?
Go to the bathroom. Get a beer.
Mute your channel.
I have to close the stream on my end in order to have the chat at the same time, have the echo, and I forgot to hit the pause button on the stream.
You rookie.
So I had it playing back in YouTube time. Oops.
So anyway, everybody, Jason's birthday was last night, and so he's doing the show tonight for his birthday. So everybody wish him a happy birthday.
Are you serious, man? How did I miss that? Happy birthday, man! I didn't even know. There you go.
You missed it because everybody else was going live. Everybody else had big names, and I didn't want to sit there and start a live stream and go, okay, I've been live for 15, 20 minutes, and they're starting their stream, and then come back and do another one for 45 minutes. Go, okay, they're going live, so I got to stop. There was no way I could actually do it, and there was no way I could do a live stream yesterday and feel good about myself. I would have hated myself.
Well, happy birthday, man!
It just would have been crap.
Happy birthday, bro.
Tammy Sanford's giving me birthday cakes, music, and flowers, and loves, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, good grief. Holy cow.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Teresa.
Hello.
Having a really strange day. I just found out Humpty Dumpty wasn't an egg. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out.
Oh, really?
Humpty Dumpty wasn't an egg. Are you serious?
No. I just found it out today. He
what
was
in
a
the hell
cannon.
was he? Oh,
a
get
cannon
out.
used for destruction. And I just found out Ring Around the Rosie had to do with the plague. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having a really strange
Yeah,
day.
Ring Around
Yeah,
the
Ring.
Rosie did have to do with the plague. In my
I
time,
remember,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
both of them.
I knew that one, but
Yeah.
I didn't know Humpty Dumpty was always an egg.
Yeah,
He's
I just
always
if you
been an
check
egg.
my post,
Yeah.
I just posted it. It's a pretty new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook. I just posted it. It's weird. Yeah,
That's bizarre.
I know. There's this me is
Teresa.
getting really ramped up, guys. It's really what's the word? Ramped up.
Yeah. Hey, Teresa, can
More
I ask
like
you a question?
jacked up.
Yes, no problem. Go ahead.
Do you find, I mean, you're like doing your Mandela research and stuff, but are you finding huge amounts, like, and I'm not just talking this today or last week or whatever, I'm talking about, say, the last 2 or 3 months or even more. Are you finding massive synchronicity, like with numbers
Oh
and
my God.
coincidences?
Oh
Yeah?
my God. Yes, I am syncing synchronicity a lot. Remember the story
Yeah.
I told you the other day, Cowboy, about me just stopping in the parking lot, talking to a stranger, not knowing who the person is, finding out that they're friends on Facebook with me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the sort of stuff I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm having a lot of synchronicity, guys. It's like crazy. Like, it's like, it's funny because it's like a huge coincidence. And I mean, and the chances are like 1 in a million of things that are happening with these synchronicities. Does that make sense?
Like Teresa, it's more than some of them. Like I've said it about 1 million times on a million different like live streams and stuff. But imagine moving. So whereabouts? What state are you in?
I live in
Teresa?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, so you're like West Coast, right? So imagine having a 5-year relationship with someone that you were about to get married to, breaking it off, them starting to date someone else who you knew of, right? And then eventually they moved to New York, got married and had kids. You were happy for them, whatever. And then 10, 15 years later, you moved to New York, right? Because you've job opportunities and everything and a bit of a new start. And you moved next door to them. Is that like
no way?
What is the chance? That's what I did.
Oh my!
That's what I did.
Astronomical.
Like the chances are like, you know, quadrillions to none.
Yeah. Like I was just telling you the story. I was telling the other day. I said I'm walking through the parking lot, and I never talk to strangers in the parking lot because I'm usually afraid, you know, to do that. I'm a bus rider, by the way. And there's this girl just standing out in front of her car with her dog in the car, and she had like a Marilyn Monroe shirt on, and I happened to notice her shirt, and I said, "Hey, you realize that mole has moved? You know, the mole on the face."
Yeah.
And I walk up to her, and she looks at me for a minute, and I said, "Do you know what I'm talking about?" And she looks at me, and I said, "Do you?" And she looked at me again, and I kind of gave her like a, you know, trying to see if she knew that I was talking about, like trying to like see if she could read my mind. I said, "Do you know what ME is?" And she goes, "Yeah." And then and then I'm like, "Do you know Brian McFarlane?" And she shakes her head, and I'm like, "No way." And she looks at me, and she goes, "Are you Teresa?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like,
"Oh man,
oh my God!" And I look at her, and I'm like, I'm looking at her, and I'm like, I think I know you, but I don't know your name or anything. And her name was Jennifer. I don't want to give her last name out. We're friends on Facebook. She knows Brian. I do all, you know, the residue hunting for Brian. And I find out we're friends on Facebook. And I'm like, "What are you doing in Las Vegas?" She goes, "Oh, I'm just visiting, going through here." And I'm like, "You don't even look the same like you do on your Facebook." She had her hair pulled up in a ponytail. She had like these old shorts on, no makeup on. This girl looked like a complete stranger compared to her picture. What is the odds that I just stop and start talking to a random stranger? Don't even know who she is. Never seen her in my life. I talked to her on Facebook, and that's it, just from the picture, with makeup on and everything. And it's a random stranger. And I find out that I know her. She knows Brian. Brian and her are really good friends. I called Brian right away, and I said, "Brian, you're not going to believe this. I'm sitting in the girl's car. She gave me a ride to Chili's because I was on my way to go eat, you know, down the street. And I said, "You're not going to believe who I have here." And I'm like, "Do you want to talk to Brian?" She's like, "Yeah." So Brian's Brian, guess who this is? And he's like, who? And I said, Jennifer. And I'm like, no way. He goes, how did you meet her? And I'm like, it's like astronomical, the odds. I just started talking to a complete stranger in the parking lot because something told me to stop. And you tell me that's bizarre. And he starts talking to her, and I'm like, Jennifer, this is like really freaking me out that I stopped to talk to a complete stranger and I knew you. You don't even look the same. And she recognized me because I was, have the red hair and my glasses and everything. And I'm so freaked out. It's like, and then besides that weird story, a couple months ago, I go eat at a restaurant and these 3 people walk in, 2 girls and a guy. The girl sitting across from me, facing me. Her shirt was a burgundy shirt with white letters that said volunteers in white letters. And I look at us, I wonder who she volunteers for. And I look down, I'm eating my breakfast and everything. I look up again. Her shirt changed. The letter said Queenie. She did not get up. She did not have a change of clothes. Her word changed completely.
Good God. I mean, these things...
I'm having a lot of weird stuff happen to me, guys. I don't have no explanation for half this stuff. Oh, and another thing. I'm observing residue changing in real time. Literally, pictures are changing in front of me. I'm watching things morph. I had a box of cookies in my hand, and I'm looking. They were like Danish cookies. The lettering started merging, and I'm watching it move. And no, I don't do drugs. No, I don't smoke. And I don't drink alcohol. And I'm watching letters like merging together. I'm observing things in real time. Tom, who is also by the name of Digital, he told me it's because something to do with discernment in the Bible, that I'm an empath as well. And most of the Mandela effect people, I don't know if you've noticed this, we either are empaths or we have the AHD. I don't think I'm saying the word right, but we all have a lot of things in common that's making us have all the same things to get us, bringing us together as a group. Like a lot of us are empaths. And I'm going to freak you out even more. Yeah. Look at your hand. I bet you have an M on your hand. One of your hands or both your hands. An M.
Which hand, left or right?
It doesn't matter. Look at your palm. Pick one. You're going to see an M.
Yeah, I see. I have the...
See? You see the M?
Yeah, I do. I see.
Oh my God! How would I know that?
I don't.
How would I know that?
It's sort of like I wish I could take a photo and show you because.
But I'm having a lot of bizarre stuff happen to me. Brian, hey, here's another story. Brian and I love Lorna Doones. Get this. And I have a habit of taking pictures of logos when I go to Walmart, and I send them to Brian. So this Saturday, a Saturday probably months ago, I was in Smith's, and I took a picture of, it's like an Albertsons. I took a picture of Lorna Doones because the logo is completely different now. I mean, it freaked me out. They're my favorite cookies. Well, I come home that night. I call Brian. I say, hey, Brian, I got a huge ME for you. And he goes, what? And I said, Lorna Doones. And he goes, what, Teresa? And I said, what do you mean, what? I said, took a picture for you. He takes his picture. He looks at the date stamp. He took the picture an hour before I took my picture that morning.
Yeah.
An hour before me.
Teresa, I walked into this room. I walked in here and I walked out. I was just saying to the guys before, I was doing something. I was going down to my car, but as I was coming back in, I realized that I'd left a game of poker on my phone going because I could hear it, and I ran back in, and it went. I could hear it beeping because it was in a little tournament thing on the phone. Just like a friendly. It's not for real money or anything. And I was like, I bet I had pocket aces, right? And this stuff happens hourly for me, right? I look down, sure enough, spade, ace club on my that I missed out on. If I'd played my turn, I would have lost anyway because someone else had 3 of a kind. Wow. But I was just like, you know what? It's getting to a point now where I see so many sinks everywhere.
Oh,
it's part of your everyday. It is fun.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's so much fun, but it's also like, oh shit, I think something's about to happen. You get that feeling of with the
Mandela effect, have you been having deja vu?
Well, Scarab did that Tabasco thing the other day, right?
Yes, you should see all the residue I posted on my Facebook. I found tons of residue on Tabasco.
Yeah, and you know what? I
Tons.
swear I've seen him do Tabasco before, and he swears black and blue he's never done it. You know,
Yes, he
but
has.
well, that's what I thought too, but he hasn't. He hasn't done it.
It's probably him from another reality.
So you know what I mean?
Excuses.
It's one of those things. Yeah, and you get deja vu. You get these deja vu moments of
Oh my God.
oh my God.
I've been having deja vu a lot lately. And you know, another thing that freaks you out? If you're on your cell phone, look at the seconds when they're moving. That's how you can tell time is moving fast. Look at your seconds on your phone next time you're talking to somebody.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing.
Time
Someone said the other day.
speeding up.
It wasn't until someone told me this, though, that I stopped and realized. I was like, yeah, they're 100% correct. Like, they're saying that there's times when the time's speeding up and it's going really fast, and there's other times when it's slowing down. And it's like, it's almost like go backward and forward. Like, and that's sort of what I've experienced. For God's sake, you know, we're like almost halfway through the year. So, like, I just remember Christmas. What happened to Christmas?
I know, we're going to be in June
that was like 10
in
minutes
2
ago.
weeks?
Yeah. And then the next minute we'll be at Christmas again. What's going on? It's way too fast.
Way too fast. It's crazy. And I mean, and if you notice, the moon and the moon is like in weird positions where it shouldn't be. Like it's moving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it seems like we're having full moons more often too.
Well,
You know?
and someone mentioned this the other day. Like they were talking about when you get maybe it was Jesse and Cowboy and I, Jesse and I don't know. Someone were talking about it, and like that they were saying like when it's a full moon, that it seems to be a full moon for a lot longer. And last night, we had a new moon right here, but it's been like a new moon for about 4 or 5 nights. Where you just see a tiny slither. Yeah, and like you only see a tiny slither of it in the sky, but it's in different spots. It's like, what the hell is going on? It really is.
It seems like this is getting out of control, you know? Everything's just like going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and all of us, we're all going, oh my God, did you see this? Did you see that? And everyone else is just going about their day.
Because they're asleep. They're not awake.
Yeah.
They're not awake. And I feel bad for them. I feel bad for the people that are asleep because they're not experiencing the true, you know, what they should be seeing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, I always ask everybody this. I ask it on my group because I want to know, when did you wake up and what was your first ME? That's like one of my main questions. Sorry.
Well, for me, I was, so what are we now? 2018. Last year was 2017. I moved in, so it would have been late 2016. But I said this on my show the other day, like, I think that, I never used to buy into McDonald's with MAC. I've always been McDonald's.
I got some residue for that one.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, Teresa, like I suddenly had a flashback because all of a sudden there was a rebirth of this McDonald's thing again. And I had this flashback. I was sitting there going, I can remember being a kid and I remember being at this McDonald's in Australia and seeing the sign, thinking to myself, oh my God, the sign's changed. And I was like, has it always been McDonald's like that? Yeah. And the thing is of course, when you're like 8 years old, you don't sort of like go, hey, Mom, like I've experienced the Mandela effect. But
You've been having it that long?
Well, see, the thing is that like I have always, you know, I had dreams as a kid about things that were going to happen the next day, and they did. You know, like I've been one of those sort of people. Yeah. So, and you can tell people, but no one will ever believe you. And to give you an example, it's not like, you know, you dream about, winning cross lotto numbers or anything. It's about you see someone and then you see them the next day. Or, you know, you haven't seen someone for a long time. You think about them and then you run into them in about 10 minutes time.
Yes, I've had that happen to me.
my entire life has been like that, and I'm like consistently going, "What the hell where am I? Like, am I in like, you know, no one will believe me." Like, and my mum put it down to me being like having psychic abilities or something like that. So
cool.
when ME came around, my big one was Luke, I am your father. And I said this, like, even my family, all of my family agreed with me. And then they went, you know, all updated and they were like, oh, maybe we got it wrong or whatever. But one of the guys that I was really good friends with for 15, 20 years in the music industry, he collected all the Star Wars characters from the 70s. And he was obsessed with it. And, of course, he was one of the ones that turned around and said, "You're crazy, man. It's always been, no, I am your father." And I was just like, because I'd never really understood what the update, that was 2016, right towards the end of like November, I reckon it was. And October, November. And, you know, I had no idea. This is all before Mandela Monday and before Brian well, I wasn't on Brian. I didn't see any of Brian or Moneybags or any of those, or, you know, Jacob or any of them. I had never seen any of those guys. I'd just seen this one thing, one particular. It was that guy that was freaked out at the start, and he goes, "Oh my God, you know, wake the fuck up. You know, this is the Mandela effect." I forget. I don't even think it's on YouTube anymore.
Well,
But
do you remember his name?
Yeah.
Like,
he had a mustache. Yeah, it was like he was.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a mustache, but it was like I can remember the intro was all like really high tech sort of
Dr. Lupo? Was it Dr. Lupo?
Might have been, yeah. But when I saw it,
He's
I was
been
like,
around.
"Oh my God!"
He's like the original one. I think he's before Mundi or whatever his name is. Mundi? How do you say his name? Uni?
Hey, Tony.
Monday.
Hey, man. What's up, brother?
Man?
Is that
Hey,
Is that man?
Yeah, we can't finally get to see the miracle worker.
What's up, man?
He's
man,
cool. I like Uni. I mean, I like him. How you doing?
How you doing, Cowboy and Jason?
And
Everybody, we're at the half hour poll.
Oh, you got your
if you want me to get you in the shout out.
What's up with all these photos? Digital got a photo now. Oh, y'all just want to show y'all pretty stuff. Now I need to give me a logo. I feel bad. You all young over there, and Tyrese all young.
Hey, E-Man.
Yeah.
I was just telling them about, I just found out that Humpty Dumpty wasn't an egg. I'm serious. He's a cannon. Yeah, he's used to be thrown. Yeah, he's like a little cannon or something. I'm like, really? Yeah, that's
man.
That's freaking me out.
Well, you know, you say
half of these Emmys don't make any sense. Oh, and the other one, guys, about the Capitol. I was born in Washington, D.C. I didn't grow up there, but I was born there. There's no freaking way that there was ever a statue on the top of the Capitol. It was like I think it was a flag or something like a sharp thing. Because, like I said, I was born in Washington, D.C. There's no way there was that weird-looking statue. No way.
I know I've seen you on TV before. You look like that actor.
Who?
You.
Oh, you know who I was told I looked like? That girl Penelope from Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Penelope?
Yeah, I do. I know.
Criminal Minds or something.
There is a resemblance. You do act like her.
Oh, thank you. I was told that several times if I had like blonde hair. But do you know who I'm talking about? Penelope?
Yeah, you went and changed your hair color. Why you do that?
No.
Because I like short red hair. I like to be sassy. I'm a sassy girl.
Hey, Jason, you want to send Craig?
Oh, by the way, I'm still looking. Hey, who was the one that wanted the residue for Long John Silver's?
That was me.
You're not going to believe this. I spoke to somebody tonight earlier. I was at a pool party where my apartment is, and they were having like a Mexican food. It was really good. And I spoke to a girl there. She remembered, and she's not even Mandela affected. And I asked her if she remembered an old sign for Long John Silver's, and I told her to describe it to me. She remembers exactly what you're talking about. Now, the thing is still looking for it. I'm having a little problem, but I'm going to keep looking. I just want you to know I didn't forget about you. Okay? I didn't forget about you, but you're not the only one that remembers that. And the more that my brain is remembering it, the more clear it's becoming. I think they're trying to do downloads to the Mandela Effect people. Like, we'll start remembering things, and then they'll want us to remember in a different way. And they're they're really trying hard to change our thinking so that we're turning the other way. Does that make sense?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
I did say that. And this is what I do. Sorry.
Can I just say one thing before you guys go on? It's not.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to overtake the conversation.
It's not a whole subject. It's just something to Jason. Jason, Craig and Candy like a link to the chat or to the panel.
Who?
Craig and Candied and Craig.
I'm getting Craig in as the call in, and so I can only do 6 people at one time.
Who's Craig?
I don't know. I've never seen him before.
Here's a question for you, Teresa, or Eman. Eman, either you or Eman, or Cal, or whoever, Jason, whoever. What in the hell is what's the statue on top of Washington State? Or what? I've seen of the building. I've seen it, but I don't even know what it is.
I can find out. If you hold on a second, I can find out.
Because I've seen it, but I thought it was a flag. I thought it was a flag.
No.
It was a flag. It was supposed to be a flag. It was a flag of Independence Day. But
here it is. I'm looking.
That thing that Teresa was talking about. That's why I've been telling people for the last.
It says it's a bronze statue designed by Thomas Crawford that since 1863 has crowned the dome of the U.S. Capitol. Yeah, the artist is Thomas Crawford, 1960.
What's the picture of, though? What is the statue of?
Let's find out.
Because I can't see it. I can't even see it when I look.
Wait a minute, you said it was 1863.
Huh.
That's not
I'm trying to
making
figure out what it is.
It says you said it's 1863.
Statue of Freedom?
Yeah, Statue of Freedom. But you said 1863 and then you said 19 something.
Well, according to this, it's saying since 1863 has crowned the dome of the U.S. Capitol.
And then what else?
It's saying that it was designed by Thomas Crawford, who lived from 1814 to 1857. Supposedly, he's the one who designed this statue that's supposed to be at the top of the U.S. Capitol. But they call it, it's known as the Armed Freedom or simply Freedom. It's a bronze statue.
It looks like an
6 inches, it says it's 19 feet, 6 inches tall, and weighs approximately 15,000 pounds. Isn't that kind of heavy for a statue up there?
Oh, Jesus. That's going to fall over my head.
Don't have that statue. Hey, they better not have an earthquake in Washington, D.C., and that statue fall off. You get hit on the head by it.
What is up with all these super huge statues all of a sudden? I mean, this is like ridiculous.
What?
I mean, all the statues are getting bigger from what they used to be. There's huge.
And now, now we have another Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry, Rushmore. Rushmore. Now in China.
Well, I'm gonna tell you who Craig is. He's a new YouTuber. He's not new to the Mandela Effect, according to the guy Craig that was asking for a invitation. He's not new, he said, to the Mandela Effect. He's been knowing about it ever since 2016. He just started making videos a couple of weeks ago. The guy Craig that was asking for an invitation.
Oh, he woke up in 2016 too?
Yeah, that's what he said. He woke up in 2016. But
so did I. Mine was in December, 2 weeks before Christmas time, guys. Mine was the Sketcher food. December.
Mine was
Just to
with
check,
you.
am I on?
Yeah, Craig,
Huh?
you're
Am I on?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Hey,
try
Craig.
to.
I got.
Hi, everyone. I know you, Teresa. I've seen you
I
around
was
for
just
2
coming
years
in
now.
to your
Teresa.
bio.
There's
Hi.
I was
birthday.
Hi.
Even though
Are you in my group?
No, I'm not really in anybody's group. I've just been going to different YouTube channels and commenting.
Oh,
And
sorry.
I
I've
just
got
made
my
my own
own
channel.
Facebook channel now with over 600 people. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's fun.
Really? On Facebook?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
hey,
had to
Craig,
do it. I
I'll
had
have
to
to
do
get
it. It
that
was something I
before
needed to
the
do.
night's up. Before the night's up, can you give me that, how I can find it?
Yeah, I can tell you guys what it is. It's Reality Residue Hunter.
Okay, just like it spelled, sounds?
Yes, Reality Residue Hunter. Yep.
Re-
Reality
Craig.
Residue Hunter.
Is
And
it
the
all one
picture
word
looks
or
like people looking on, yeah, Reality Residue Hunter with some
Three-
what do you
three
call
words
it?
or one word altogether? Like,
Three words. Yeah,
Okay, 3 words.
Reality Residue Hunter.
Great.
You can't
got
miss it.
Okay, I promise.
You're welcome.
I'll
You're welcome
promise.
to. You're welcome to join it. I've been posting a lot of weird things lately that just keep popping up.
Okay.
Like
Awesome.
seriously, none of it's making sense.
I
Craig.
will try not to be a hog. I have a habit of speaking too much, so I'll try to be a better listener. That's
Oh,
always
me
been my
too. I'm
problem.
excited. Hey,
Craig.
when did you guys? Do you guys remember how Bob Marley died?
Teresa, stop, please, please, everybody, stop, please. Craig,
Sorry.
do me a favor and put your avatar on, because if you have
how do I do that? How do I do that?
you have to just click your camera to off, because it will kick Jason out.
Oh, click my camera off. Oh, there I am. Hey, there I am.
Yeah,
Hey.
Jason's stream, if anybody has like their live stream instead of like an avatar, it kicks them out. So
Oh,
Uh-oh.
sorry. Cowboy, you've been
shoot.
teaching me quite a few things.
Yeah, I
Thank
have
you.
no idea. I have no idea what's up with that, but it happens almost every single time.
I'm the one probably not knowing how to do it.
That's just
It
so.
takes saying one. It takes a whole conversation, but it will. I
Yeah,
have
that's
no
because of
reason as to why.
your internet speed. You ain't got you ain't got the fast speed. Cause I noticed that sometimes you be real low behind when you talk. That's your internet speed. That's all. But what Teresa was saying, and I think somebody else was saying. I told people years ago that everybody needs to keep themselves up to date. And what I mean is, that's why you see me post that same video of 136 examples of the Mandela effect changes. And the reason why I do that is to keep myself in the remembrance of what I did so that I
Thank
won't
you.
forget.
Good idea.
It's almost like a course refreshment.
You know, I
Thank
want to
you.
share something, Iman, real quick. Everybody here was talking about poker, and you know, I'm 57, but we were kind of a gambling family. We played Yahtzee, poker. Yahtzee was really our family game. But I got out of real estate when I was 24, 25, in property management, and became a poker dealer in Las Vegas in 1985, 86. And I've been dealing poker until about 2 years ago. I've dealt for 30 plus years. Let's see, 86, 90, yeah, more than that, 30 years. I've dealt California and then Las Vegas mostly, but I've been to Florida, Mississippi, and all over doing poker.
So you don't want to be cheating us out of our money.
You know, I've read a lot of books, but you know what? How do you become a good poker player? Get patience. It's a lot about patience. Well, of course, you have to know the game, but people try to overpower the game. But if you wait patiently for good hands, just good hands, don't have to be, and be selective in your hands, you can be a winning player. Poker is a one game in Las Vegas, gambling game, not blackjack, not craps, not the machines, but poker is a one game where you actually can win almost 90+% of the time because it's a game of total skill. I mean, well, not total.
It's a sport. It's a sport. It's a sport.
Right.
Like so the whole thing is, every time I see a hand with low numbers, I fold.
Yeah.
Am
Well, it
I
depends. If you're
still?
playing low ball, then you want in. Low ball is one of the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the best game. That's called the wheel. That's low ball. So if you have low numbers in that game, then you want to be in. But in draw poker, you want royal flush is the best, and then straight flush, 4 of a kind. Of course, the high cards are the best because 10s beat 9s and 9s beat 8s and so on. So the higher the card, higher the number, you're going to beat whoever has the lower cards. So if I have a pair of aces,
Jacks.
yeah, if you have
I don't
jacks
know.
and
I don't know how many hands I've won with nothing but 2s and 3s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's exceptions, but in the most part, the 10 beats 9 and 9 beats 8 and so on and so on. So the best hand usually wins. That's just the way it is. Just like if I play basketball with a 5-year-old girl, I'm probably going to beat her.
Now, you don't know that.
I don't know that, but I can block her shot. I can block her shot and almost every single time. I can steal the ball from her every time. And a 5-year-old girl, of course. But you know what I'm saying. The best player usually prevails in poker. And that is the people that have patience and know that aces beats kings, kings beats queens, and so on. You have to know, that the value of a hand and where it stands and how you rank.
What's the value of the Mandela effect?
Oh, craziness! I call that value.
What beats what?
Yeah, God's got control of all this, I suppose. I don't think there's.
Let me play that game.
Yeah, get a game and play a poker game with God. You probably never win a hand, unless He lets you win a hand.
So, Jason, how you been doing?
And no, I'm not done. I went on a hiatus.
I know that.
When Deb got out of the hospital, I lost my internet connection. So I had a week where I couldn't even get online when I was home. And when I wasn't home, I was at work.
It seemed like you back to your habits too.
You heard that beer can open, didn't you?
I can hear it. I can hear your voice.
Uh-oh. Well, happy birthday, Jason.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig.
Well, Jason, today is birthday, so you can get about 20 of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How many in the hand? About 10?
No, I just opened number 8.
Only 8.
Yeah. In a minute, Jason's gonna be like, I gotta go tinkle.
Yeah, you have to go to the bathroom every beer.
So how you doing, cowboy?
No, I can usually put 3.
Oh, how am I doing? I'm about to cut out on Jason's stream right now and take what little money I have down in the poker room. That's all
Hey, you know what? The bad part about it, I live not even 5 minutes away from a casino.
Wow,
I live where? A Horseshoe.
Oh, is it on the river there?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of the casinos have to be on a river. They can't be on land. Like in Mississippi and Biloxi, I think they're still down in Biloxi. I think they're still actually on water. Technically, they can't be on land, so if they're on water, they can do it. And they have river boats.
Be on land. What's up with that?
Well, it's just a law, state laws. Like in they have the riverboat casinos and stuff. In California, 30 years ago, Indian reservations started getting gambling licenses, and so in California we pop up with all kinds of Indian reservation casinos. I've worked at several of them, and they're great jobs.
Hey, Craig, tell us who did you deal to in 2013?
You know what? I wish I could just put up the thing. I could show you guys me dealing. That was the year Moneymaker won.
Okay, so that was the year. Okay, so Moneymaker, he didn't wear my glasses at that time, but I created poker glasses that is called poker lenses, and we sold them online, and they were glasses that had a coating over them that hide your eyes, and reflection of your eyes, but didn't create the darkness that sunglasses do.
Wow, I kind of think I remember seeing them.
Yeah,
you created those.
Yeah,
awesome, Calvin. That's awesome.
That's how you get to sit in that big old ranch or mansion you sitting there right there.
Man. My mansion's in 2 weeks is going to be the forest. So
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
that was a while ago, man. But yeah, no, we did that and we created those, and it was awesome to watch people like professionals on the World Series of Poker wearing our glasses. And
Hey, what great publicity, right? Wow, great
um,
for you. Yeah, you're a little inventor. Good for
Hey,
you.
hey, did y'all hear about that island? That island that's got pure struck people still living in it today, where the Indian government is prohibiting people from going to it. These people are walking around, don't know about the whole world. They just running around naked
Oh,
and just
well, I'll tell you what, you guys. I lived in Brazil, went to high school down there, and one of our vacations we went to Belém, which is the tip of the Amazon in northeast, way up north in the eastern part of Brazil, and that's where the Amazon starts, and it goes all throughout Brazil. And we took about, I don't know, maybe a 7-hour boat ride up the Amazon. You don't have to go very far up the Amazon River. If anybody knows anything about the Amazon River in South America and Brazil, and it actually goes through more than Brazil, I believe. But you just go like 5 hours, and your people just are just like away from the world. They don't even know. There's no TV, electricity. It's the women are don't have bras, and they do have bottoms, and then but they don't wear tops, and they're in huts and stuff along the river. They live and fish on the and have their little ranches and stuff, little huts and stuff. You don't have to go very far. Like I said, 5 hours on the Amazon, and then I'm sure there's people there have never even seen
no,
other.
no. This place is worse than that. This place, they don't know about planes. They don't know about nothing. I mean, and it's like, I wonder how they act if a plane go past
Yeah.
and they,
Well,
and
same
you
thing.
can.
I'm sure. I'm thinking it's the same thing if you go
Hey.
deep in the Amazon.
okay, hang on a second, everybody. We got people on the panel that don't know each other, so I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm Cowboy. We got Digi, Intel. We got E-Man31. We got Jason, who is his stream, birthday boy Jason McFall. We got Craig Candace. Craig Candace is kind of new on the scene and likes to come in and chat and has a lot of good things to say. And then we got Teresa Lynch, who's been around a while and is a residue hunter and has her own channel on Facebook. On Residue Channel.
I'm going to be honest, perfectly honest.
And then I'm going to go ahead, before we go on, I'm going to go ahead and just give a shout out to the chat room.
Okay, let me look at it.
And so we got Fizzy Snort.
Fizzy.
Right. We got Gerald Neal. We got Layered Life. Many layers in that life. We got Salted Cedar. Awesome.
Yay!
We got the Nayakas, who thinks that she can't speak well online, but she does an awesome job and needs to call in. We got Youngsta in the house. What's up, brother?
Youngsta.
We got Tim McGraw. Gerald Neal, if I didn't already say that, forgive me. We got Candy Cupcakes, who wants to join the call and hasn't got a.
I want to meet her.
No, she got an invite.
A link
she got an invite,
Ooh,
but the panel's
Candy,
full.
call in. I'd like to meet her. I've talked to her before.
Hey, Jason, I drop out and let you let her in it. And I'm a good sport.
I'll take my turn too.
What you want me to drop out? I'll drop out and let her go in because it's great to have. It's great to have new.
You're always an important part of the panel.
Okay.
It's up to you.
No, what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna let you sit there and flip the coin, man.
Yeah,
I'll flip it. What'd you call? Okay, I'll flip it. You call it.
I always go ahead. Skip that.
Oh, yeah, got it wrong. I'm just kidding. I didn't flip it. I'm just kidding. I didn't have a coin in front of me. That wouldn't be fair.
But because
have you ever heard this before?
Because you try to grow your channel, and sometimes people like you got a female on there now. So
have you ever heard anybody say this, Iman?
The great Teresa, and maybe they will get along together. And I'm gonna drop out. I ain't going nowhere, When
Can I say something before you go? Before you go, how about this one? When you're going to flip a coin with somebody, you say, "Okay, I'll flip a coin. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose." People go, okay. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. Up, heads, I win. Up, tails, you lose. They can't win either way. It's just a trick. People go, okay, flip the coin. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. Up, tails, you lose. They don't catch on right away.
And so that way, if she still want to get in, actually, does she still want to get in there? Cause I can stand the cut. I'm all right.
How many people are allowed to stay in here? 6 only? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 6 only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6 only.
Okay.
And
Want me to do that? Want me to do the number thing and then I can take a break?
And I keep trying to put my phone number up.
Who wants to do the number game? Cowboy, I was talking about it. You guys, whoever wants to do it, I'll do it again. It's kind of neat.
I
already know the trick.
But I'm going to do it again to Iman because I'm going to do it slow.
I already know it now.
Oh,
I know it doesn't. But I'm going to do it again. Teresa, you in?
Yeah, I want a number.
Okay, Jason, even though you've had 8 beers, maybe 9, you're in, right? Your birthday. Okay, Iman's in. Okay, is that Laird?
I ain't in. I already know the trick.
Oh, okay. Is that Laird? Who's right next to Iman on the right?
Who's that?
That's digital.
Intel.
Oh, Intel.
Hey, Craig, how you going, man?
Okay.
Count me in. I'm in because you fooled E-Man and me the other night. Yeah, I'm in.
You were the one with the 4, weren't you?
Oh no. I was on the panel, but I missed out. I was just observing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So we have 5 of you. Okay. All right. I'll just go real slow. Everybody, if you want to get a pencil and paper, you can do that if you're having a little trouble with math, but I'll make it easy for everybody. Okay. Okay, get a pencil and paper, but I'll make it easy if you can't add good or something, or remember.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'll start out the beginning.
Hey, Craig, when you finish, I tell them what you did.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Okay, I want everybody to pick a number 1 through 10. Don't tell me what it is. Just think it in your mind. Don't tell anybody. Just think of a number 1 through 10. Get your number, think of it in your mind. And when everybody's got a number, let me know.
Got it.
Go on.
Okay, now, first thing I want everybody to do is to double their number. So if you started with 2, now you got 4.
Wait. I was doing something. What are we picking?
Okay, first thing you do is you pick a number 1 through 10, but don't tell anybody what it is.
1 through 10.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now I want everybody to double their number. So if you started with 2, for example, now you got 4. So double it.
Got it.
Okay, Teresa.
Now I have
Teresa?
4.
Okay, but don't tell me what your number is. Okay,
4. 4. Hey,
okay.
I have to tell him.
I'm going to make it easy for me to remember. But Teresa, I want you to add 2. Jason, I want you to add 3. Iman, I want you to add 4. Intel, I want you to add 5. And Cowboy, I want you to add 6.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Teresa, I want you to add 4 more.
Okay.
Okay. Jason, I want you to add 5 more. Got it?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Iman, I want you to add 6 more. Intel, I want you to add 3 more.
I love how you do that.
3 more.
Okay, I'm with you.
And Cowboy, I want you to add, let's go with 4 more. 4 more.
Okay. All right.
Okay, everybody's with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I want you to, okay, let me see if I remember exactly how I did it. Okay, hold on. Okay, now I want you to divide by 2. Now, divide by 2 means half whatever you got. If you have right now 20, now you got 10. So just half whatever you got. Divide by 2. Or whatever your number is right now.
Got it.
Okay, everybody, let me know if you got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Everybody got it? Okay. Now I want everybody to subtract the number they first started with, the 1 through 10 number. Okay? Whatever the one you started with what you have now. Okay?
Wow.
Okay? That means just half it. Okay? Okay?
Woo!
Now, okay, everybody got it?
Wait, I was typing. What's the last step?
Okay, let me know if you got it.
That way.
He's trying to type your game out.
Wait. I did my divide by 2. I missed the last step. I was typing.
Subtract the number, 1 through 10 number from what you have now. So if you had 20 and you started with a 5, then you have 15.
This is crazy.
Okay, just do what I said and you'll see. Everybody got it so far? Okay, here we go. Okay, Iman, your answer is 5. Intel, your answer is 4. Teresa, your answer is 3. Cowboy's answer is 5, and Jason, your answer is 4.
Okay,
that's my favorite number, guys. Number 3.
Everybody get it right?
Oh my God, you're freaking me out.
No, mine was 5.
I said 5 to you, Cowboy.
You did. You said 5.
I said 5.
Oh, okay.
You're screwing with my head.
Now watch this. Now I'm gonna say this. You know all that stuff y'all just did. Y'all really didn't do that. Y'all didn't. He did
it. He hit it right on the nail. He hit it for me.
Because he made. See, y'all didn't have a number. He had the equation on the paper already, and so when he made y'all redivide, he divided it up, and then y'all subtract y'all first number, and he just gave you an equation. And so once y'all subtract y'all number out the equation, that's the answer.
You're too smart.
Yeah, it's not. He exactly explained it, but I can explain it a little easier. The first thing I said at the beginning of this trick was pick a number 1 through 10. Everybody did. I don't know what I can't. I'm not a mind reader.
No.
But the last thing I said was subtract the number you started with.
That's it.
So therefore, you never really had a number. I told you that here's 5 apples. Now give me those 5 apples back. So you have no apples or a number. Take a number, and the last thing I said is take away that number. So I gave Teresa the equation of 2 plus 4 divided by 2 is 3. I gave Jason the equation 3 plus 5 divided by 2 is 4. That was his answer. Iman's equation was 4 plus 6 divided by 2 is 5. Intel's was 5 plus 3 divided by 2 is 4. And Cowboy's was 6 plus 4 divided by 2, and his answer was 5.
He made y'all subtract y'all number, and so that number didn't exist.
Right. But I just happened, Teresa, there's a good chance that a 1 in 10 chance that I just happened to get lucky and your answer happened to be the actual number that you picked. That's just a 1 in 10 chance. I didn't know that 3 was your number you picked.
It is. It's my favorite number, too.
I know. But had Teresa, you started with a 6 or a 7 or another number?
No, I started with the 3. But
had you started with any other number, it's still, your answer still would have been 3. I didn't know that your favorite number was 3. That would just happen to be a 1 in 10 lucky guess for me.
It's astronomical. Yeah, when I always pick my favorite number, 3. Yep.
My favorite number is 5.
Wow.
And that's funny. People are funny though. If you ask somebody what's their favorite color, or certain things, there's probably only like a group of 4 or 5 colors that people are using to pick.
Well, you can guess what mine is by looking at my picture.
Guess what? I guarantee
3 in red. 3 in red.
And purple. Don't forget about purple too.
I bet you there's not one person here that can guess my favorite color. I bet you
black.
Nope.
White.
Nope.
Is it a real color?
Is it a common color?
Yeah, tell us that.
Chartreuse.
So my favorite color.
Wait. We didn't finish yet.
Silver.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to let.
Oh, I love silver.
I'm not going to take up the whole stream on this because nobody will get it because it's not one color.
Oh.
You like the rainbow.
You can't be mixing up colors.
Colors.
Oh, E-Man, yes, I love black and yellow, and that's it. So when I say my favorite,
ooh, that's pretty.
It's black and yellow.
Bumblebees.
It's not
Bumblebees.
Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wait a minute.
Cowboy.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That is a color. It's a color combination. That's what I like. Like my eyes. Hey, E-Man, my eyes are hazel. They're not green and they're not brown. They're
That's
hazel.
what mine are.
So my favorite
That's
color.
what mine are too.
Right? So
So
if I said, what's the color of my eyes, you couldn't guess that because one day they're green, one day they're brown.
That's what happens to me. Same thing. I thought my eyes were like freaking out. They were like one color green another day, and then they change and get darker.
Hey, Jason, you got any comments or questions down there?
Wow.
In the chat room?
Right now, I'm waiting for a call in, and when the call in comes in, I gotta fix a crash on my end. So,
do they know what number to call?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
Hey, Jason, make sure you get Laird Life on here as well, man. He's almost home from work.
I want to talk to Salted Cedar.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to talk to Salted Cedar.
You won't.
I can step out for a little bit.
He's shy.
Maybe we should just
He's
play.
shy.
We should play a song till it gets there. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Guys, hey guys, there's a huge Mandela effect for drifting away. It changed. Remember that song? It goes, "I want to get lost in my rock and roll and drift away." It changed.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
Now
that
it's,
song.
I
Who
want to
sings that
get
song?
lost in
Miller.
the rock and roll. It
Is that
changed.
Steve Miller Band?
Mm-mm.
Who sings that song?
Dobie Gray.
Oh, who's the original one though? Wasn't it Steve Miller? I wanna get
Ooh,
lost in your rock and roll
Dobie.
and
Wasn't
drift
it
away.
Dobie Gray?
Oh, could be way back. Yeah, I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Yeah. To me, it was Dobie Gray.
What does it say now?
We're talking way back.
Now it's saying I want to get lost in the rock and roll.
Oh
It
no, I want to
changed.
get lost in your rock and roll, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I want to hear. I want somebody to play it. I want to. I
Oh.
want to hear it myself. Can somebody play it?
The original was done back in 1957
so we can hear the
by Les
change?
Paul.
By Les Paul, could be. Yeah, I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift
Yes.
away. Oh, Dobie, what's that guy's name? Dobie Gillis? or
Dobie Gray. Yep.
Dobie Gray. Yeah, I think you're right.
Dobie
That's
Gray.
the original guy. Yeah, that's in the '60s, huh?
Yes.
I would do it, but I
I'm
don't have
old.
my laptop.
Well, are you older than 57?
I'm 55 in November. Do I look that old?
Well, I can't tell with the red
look
hair.
good, girl.
You could be 35 with the red hair.
Oh,
Man,
thank you.
look
No,
good.
I'll be 55 November 12th, guys. I'm a
I was
Scorpio.
about to tell my wife it's over.
I'll be 58 next month.
Wow. That
Yeah,
means you're
that picture's
June.
7
Are you
years old.
Gemini? Are you
I am.
Gemini?
I was born on the
Oh,
cusp.
no.
I was born
Oh
June 21st.
no.
I
Oh
was
no.
born
no.
I'm 40. No, I ain't. I'm about to say I'm 48, but I'm 40. I'm 40 going on 30.
Yeah,
Wow.
58 going on 5.
Yeah, I'm turning. Teresa will love this. I'm turning 42 in June, which makes me a Gemini. And,
No way.
yeah. And not only that, I'm gonna have when I was born, I was like Gemini with a Gemini rising, so I'm like super Gemini.
What's your
wow.
birthday? What's the
You
date?
either love me or hate me.
You
What's
look
your
like
date?
you 18, man. I need some of your team.
Hey, you know what?
It's Australia water.
What's your date?
What's that?
June what?
You guys are gonna freak out over this. It's the 7th of the 6th of 76.
Is that, June 7th?
7th of June
76.
76. Yeah.
No
Wow.
way. You were
Yeah,
born
I'm
6/7/76?
Yeah, well, in Australia
Oh.
it's 7676, but yeah, in America it's 6776. Yeah.
Wow. What part of Australia are you from?
I was born in Adelaide, but I'm now in Brisbane. So
Okay.
South
Did you
Australia,
notice
but now I'm
any
in
changes for the maps as far as Australia moving?
the biggest advocate for Australia moving north. Like we are,
Wow.
you know, in the papers, Teresa, it says like it said for the last couple of years that we've been moving 2 meters a year, which is phenomenal amount of distance, right? For a
Wow.
continent to be moving in a year, 2 meters is a huge amount. But we have moved maybe on a let's say the globe is a basketball size, because everyone knows like a standard basketball size. I reckon Australia's moved maybe an inch north, that
Wow.
much on a basketball, which is huge. Like we've moved up big
Wow.
time. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
For 2 years, I'm going to interrupt you, Intel, but everybody's been trying to figure out what do we have in common? Why are what is it about us that makes us see Now, it could be just we're not under the delusion that God said he was going to send, a strong delusion, and that's Second Thessalonians, I believe, but I'm not sure. But is there something else? You know, people have been trying to blood type, birthdays, and like that, but I don't think that's all.
Empaths.
I think
We're all spiritual.
right, and I think we're free thinkers. And what I mean,
more of a free thinker.
We're very inquisitive, meaning we can what they call that?
Our third eye.
We can make things happen, meaning
yes.
Here's a question. I'm a question for everybody. Now, I haven't had this in a long time, but long time ago when I was younger, I had a couple dreams, and I think they happened in about a month, 2 or 3 times in a month period, where I was dreaming I could fly. I wasn't. I would. Like,
I've had that before.
Has anybody else had a dream?
Every dream I am, I'm flying because I want to be Superman.
I'm always flying. Yes.
Really, truthfully, everybody else here had a dream they could fly?
Yes.
So
anybody else? When
I'm scared, I turn to Superman.
Well, that's fine. But I mean, there's nobody that says no. I have never had a dream. I'm just curious.
Well,
I have.
Are we all? Here's a question: are we all spiritual here? Like we all have some kind of spiritual gift? Like I'm an empath, and we know E-Man. He preaches. Anybody else?
What's an empath?
An empath is a person that can sense energy, like negative and positive. Like I can get around somebody, and I feel like if I get around somebody who's like very mean, spirited, rude, whatever, I can actually feel the energy, and it drains me. And I can get around.
I can read people's faces as a poker dealer. I can tell.
Wow.
Well, you know, that's not necessarily true because some people, you know, do the opposite. They pretend like they have a good hand, and when they don't, and so that's an opposite effect. They're just.
Are you in Vegas too?
I'm living in Vegas right now. I'm about a half a mile away from the Mandela Bay.
No. Guess where I live at?
Where?
I live in Vegas too.
Yeah, I'm on Las Vegas Boulevard. You know where the Manor Suites are?
Yes, I live over near Fort Apache and Hacienda. You know where that is?
I knew Fort Apache and Hacienda. I do know where Fort Apache is.
Tropicana, and yes, I'm over near the Walmart.
Oh, Fort Apache. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm trying to remember the cross streets there. I know both the streets, but I'm trying to remember where they cross.
Fort Apache. I'm right near past Durango and Tropicana. Durango, go past all. You know where Durango is? Keep going past it and go west. I'm west.
Oh yeah. You're on the north. I mean, excuse me, the west side of town.
Expensive. Yeah. It's expensive living on this side of town. I can't believe you live in Las Vegas. What is the odds?
I just moved from Summerlin. I was in Summerlin for 4 or 5 years.
I love Summerlin.
I was on Cheyenne Avenue.
Isn't this bizarre?
Yeah. Yeah, there aren't too many people. In fact,
it's
you're the only one.
that you live in Vegas and I live in Vegas.
Yeah, we'll have to hook up.
Jason said something.
Oh, this is bizarre.
We'll have to hook up, Teresa. I don't know.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Jason said something.
I don't know too many people in real life that I can talk to about this.
And you know what? There's a lot of people that I wake up.
I think Jason was saying something. I don't know what he was saying.
I thought it was Stephen Hawking.
Oh, you didn't fly. You thought you were Stephen Hawking?
I thought it was an S. It was an S.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
He lost his S. Oh, yeah, I've got residue for that one, too.
Yeah, that's on his way out.
I think he died 40,
I've been hunting resin
40 years ago. He had a certain type of condition where those type of people, you know, unfortunately, they don't live very long. And he was in really bad shape 30, 40 years ago. And now they're promoting him like he's still, I just don't believe it. I don't believe.
No, he died again. He died again, guys.
Is he like another one of those Mandelas that died again? And
yes. And just like Margaret Kidder, you know, the Superman, Lois Lane, she died the other day, and I swear she died years ago.
Oh, and what about the big preacher? What's his name? The big
Billy
pastor,
Graham.
Billy Graham. He died twice. And they say that Jim Neighbors, they say he died.
He died. Didn't he die of AIDS?
I think so. I was in Hawaii, Teresa, with my stepmom and my little sister eating in a Thai restaurant, and Jim Neighbors and Carol Burnett came in. And they sat about 2 tables from us. It was a small, only had like 8 tables, And I
Oh
didn't
my
want to
God!
bother
And here
him.
we go sinking again.
Hey.
Did you say Carol Burnett?
Hey,
Carol
Jason.
Burnett. And
I'm freaking
Hey,
out.
she just,
Hey,
and he
hang on, guys. Just 1 second, and we'll get back to
Sorry.
right. Jason, you've got an extra strength on your band tonight, right?
It keeps blinking in and out.
he's drunk. It's his birthday.
Are you there, Jason?
he
just
passed
passed
out.
What happened to him?
So
Passed out.
why don't you send a link to Candy Cupcakes and Layered, and I think you got enough broadband tonight with that extra that you have to invite more
Wow.
than 6 people.
Is he awake? Where
I
is
don't
he? I
think
Hey,
don't,
Craig. Craig.
I don't see it. Yeah.
I can't believe you're saying Carol Burnett. I was just
Yeah.
talking about her
Yeah.
earlier about the residue I seen on her show, like
Oh.
huge residue.
I
Oh
didn't even-
yeah.
I can see the chat now. I said it before I saw the chat, but I was going to say I was in a Thai restaurant. Now, this is quite a long time ago. Carol Burnett and Jim Neighbors from Gomer Pyle came in the Thai restaurant. It's only a small little Thai restaurant right outside of Waikiki. And they sat just real close to us, one table away, two tables away. And I didn't, there's movie stars in Hawaii. I've seen many of them because a lot of them go there and on vacation, and a lot of them live near me. When I was in real estate there. And so I didn't bother them. They don't like to be bothered, too much because everybody wants to, introduce and get their autograph and stuff. So I don't usually do that. But my stepmom, she has to, she's the type of person who has to go and talk to everybody. So she went up and started talking to them and stuff. And then ironically, I'm hearing both of them apparently died, and I didn't even know that. I heard something about Jim Neighbors, but I never really read it or saw it in the news. I just heard it on the internet last year, people talking about Jim Neighbors
I do
dying.
remember Carol Burnett dying before. I definitely remember that one, guys.
Well, they would both be pretty old. I'm 57. You're 55. They were.
Well,
They
I'm
were
not 55
probably.
until November. Don't
No,
make me
okay,
55 yet.
Sorry, but I'm just saying they were older than us quite a bit. And so I watched Gomer Pyle, and he had to be 20 years older than me at least, because I watched him when I was very, very young, like you did. And Carol Burnett had to be 20 years older than both of us at least. So they would have to be in their late 70s, early 80s, at least, maybe more. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Remember, you used to probably watch Carol Burnett show. That was in the 60s, and also Jim Neighbors and Gomer Pyle. He was also on Mayberry RFD. That was early 60s. Remember that one?
Yes.
How's that go?
You mean?
Yep. Hey, you're a good whistler.
Thank you. I did karaoke too.
Yeah, they throw me. When I do karaoke, they turn my microphone off.
Oh, we should do karaoke together.
Not me, because they don't like my voice. They said, you know what? I was at a New Year's Eve party and with a bunch of friends on New Year's Eve, and they had like 10 microphones for everybody to sing, and everybody's singing, and they're playing songs. We could and they had a karaoke guy, and he had all these microphones. And I said to the guy that's running, you know what? I don't think my microphone's working. I'm singing as loud as I can. And he goes, yeah, I know. I turned yours off. I go, what? He goes, yeah, well, sorry. I go, well, I don't blame you. I sing very good.
You're just singing to yourself then, basically.
Well, I was singing loud. It was in a bar.
Hey, you guys. All right.
Funny.
So there's a lot of people on the panel that might want to talk. So just, I love hearing you guys talk. But
Sorry.
Sorry.
There's also people that want to join in. There's people that want to join in. We have digital intel. We have others. It's just I tune the call-in name that every time somebody calls on Google Voice, kills.
You want me to pop out?
You want me to leave too?
Everybody,
it's okay.
Paper, scissors, figure out which way to go.
But do you want to get more people in? I mean, I don't know how much room your thing holds. Your thing. What do you call it?
My room will hold 6.
How many you got right now?
6.
Well, I can pop out. It's getting
Okay,
late anyway.
Wait a minute, Teresa. Everybody pick a number. Don't tell me.
Oh, Lord.
We'll see who gets out. Okay. Everybody got your number?
Yeah.
Okay. This time I'm going to really guess what your number is. Okay. Everybody got their number. Okay. You sure you got your number? Don't change it. Okay.
You got
Teresa,
Yeah.
your number is 3.
No.
Oh, you lied to me. I'm just kidding. Okay. I took
No,
a
I
guess.
changed it. I changed it this time.
Okay. 7.
It was 8.
Oh, only one off. I get credit for being only one off. Okay.
I want to be spontaneous.
I know. Okay, Jason, did you do it? Did you pick a number?
Yeah.
9.
No.
No. Okay, I haven't got it right yet. Iman, did you pick a number?
No, I put 0.
That's not a
You're
number.
crazy.
1 through 10, I said. Okay. Intel, did you pick a number?
I got a number.
Okay, you already have. Okay, I'm gonna guess your number. Your number is 6.
7. You were so close. I had 7 the
went
whole
off.
time.
Okay, Cowboy, you got a number?
I did.
Okay, and your number is 1.
Yes, I guess I'm out.
Oh, I really got it. Hey, 1 in 6 chance.
No,
Yeah,
bullshit,
you can't
man.
go.
This is my bullshit.
I'm glad I went up higher.
Cowboy and Jason, they excluded from that pool.
Cowboy, was your number really 1?
Yeah, can I guess your number?
Wait, I didn't get one yet. Okay, I got it.
4.
It's 5. My favorite one. I gave you an easy. I told you many
Okay,
times.
wait.
5.
You didn't let me guess. I was going to guess 5. You didn't
Okay,
let
I'm
me
gonna change it. Let me start again.
All
Okay,
right.
this time I'm gonna get. Okay, I got it.
4.
Okay. No, it's 2.
7.
I was on the opposite end.
Oh,
Yeah, but you're only 5 away, which is my favorite number.
Well, it was 2.
And so Jason and Cowboy, they excluded from that
Yeah.
that poll.
Yeah, Jason.
They've been buddies on this line ever since I knew. They like co-hosts. Jason is
Yeah.
the co-host.
Okay,
Jason
if I
is the-
pop out, can I come back in later?
I was gonna say I should drop out then if that I already had my early. I was on earlier, so
And they gonna
Well, I
go- they
left
gonna
early
go-
last night. I got disconnected, guys. I was on the show last night.
They
Something
gonna
happened.
go all night, so
I
they gonna go all
can
night.
pop out. If as long as I can come back on. How long are you guys gonna be streaming, Jason?
All night, all night.
It's like you said dreaming.
only God knows how long.
3
Okay.
hours, 4 hours.
Till you
4
run out of beer. Till you run out of beer.
Yeah,
Whose
something
birthday
like
is
that,
it,
till I run
Jason?
out of steam.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jason.
You know you can go eat at Denny's free.
that's right. Here in Vegas, you
Yeah.
can.
I
That's
always
right.
visit like 3 or 4 of them, and they don't even know that.
Yeah, no, they don't know it, do they? No, yeah.
I go to 3 different ones.
Yeah, good for you. You see, in Vegas, if you know the tricks of the trade, they give you all
Oh
kinds of
yeah.
different. Yeah,
Anybody who comes to Vegas, I can hook you up and tell you where
Yeah.
you can get free meals for your birthday.
yeah. I had a friend of mine when I first came into Vegas, and I lost all my money when I first came in gambling the first week because I
Oh,
was
I've
an
done
idiot.
that before.
But here's what he said. He goes, "Are you hungry?" To my friend that I just met. He goes, I go, "Yeah, but you don't got any money either." He goes, "That doesn't matter." We were standing outside of McDonald's. He goes, "What do you want?" I go, "Well, you don't get, well, I want a hamburger and french fries." He goes, "Okay, be right back." He walked into McDonald's. 3 minutes later, he walks out with hamburger and french fries. I go, "How'd you do that?" He goes, "I just went up there and said, 'Hey, where's my hamburger and french fries?'" Loud. And they said, "Oh, what'd you have?" And they just gave it to him. I said, "Really?" He just acted like they was waiting for it for a long time. He said, "Where's my quarter pounder and my french fries?" And they go, "Oh, well," and they, "Calm down, sir. Here it is." They didn't even question him. I said, "Man, you can do that?"
That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a true story. Yeah, because he didn't have any money either. He was broke too. And I said, "Well, how'd you do that?" And he goes, "I just walked in there and said, 'Hey, where's my quarter pounder and french fries?' And, oh, calm down, sir. Here it is."
Watch this, Jason and Cowboy. Craig got his on the show.
I got some stories.
Yeah, really. I gotta
If you
figure
live
out
in
how to
Vegas
do
long enough,
that.
Teresa knows this. If you live in Las Vegas long enough, you get some stories.
I've been here since 2004, guys, and I moved from Orlando, Florida.
Oh, well, yeah, my stepfather was living in New Smyrna Beach for the last 20 years
Oh,
of his
wow.
life.
New Smyrna,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
well, the
Brooklyn.
sharks are.
Teresa.
Yeah, the
Right,
shark capital of
Teresa.
the world. Shark attack capital, I should say.
Greg,
Yeah.
Greg,
What?
Teresa. If you two
We're
are
gonna get
gonna
yelled
have
at.
shit like this, and we're gonna get into honeydew stuff. Let
Honeydew?
me guys know, and
Does anybody
go
want to
over
talk
and
about the
everyone
catastrophe
hang out.
in Hawaii? It's scaring me, guys. What's
What
going on in
happened? Oh, the
Hawaii?
volcano?
Oh
I
my
know,
God!
that's what I was wanting
Can
to
we,
talk
Yeah,
about.
we're gonna
The
talk
Hawaii.
can
about
we
it,
talk
but
about that?
well, we might
Yeah.
talk about it, but
It's
at the
bad. I
same
mean,
time, you two seem like you want to have a little get together, get to know each other, kind of.
the Craig
Oh,
and
you guys
Teresa
have got to
show.
get a room. You and Craig have got to get a room. Get a room.
Not in the Boulder Suite.
Y'all hook it up, get to know one another. Say,
Dun, 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 dun.
Love and marriage.
So what happened in
Yeah,
Hawaii?
love
Wait a
and
minute.
marriage. Dun, dun, dun.
What happened?
Y'all
The
gotta
same.
get y'all a room. We can't. We like spectators. We just sit back chilling.
Yeah.
Question:
You
Is
guys are
this the
trying to
same?
play matchmaker, aren't you?
Is this the
Yeah,
same
no, we are.
volcano?
Yeah,
Same
you
volcano
are.
that's been erupting for a week or so?
Joe's
It
going.
actually was bad today, guys. It was really bad today. I don't know if you guys are able to bring up the CNN, but it was really bad. I have a friend that lives where I live at. We were talking at the pool party, and she said she's got some friends there that had to evacuate. It was that bad. It's catastrophe.
The world is getting worse. So that's all.
Catastrophic. Is that the right word? Catastrophic.
Yeah. Wow. I got to look it up.
Yeah, you guys, you might want to Google it and see what you can see. Is anybody there? I guess you're in front of your computer. Google CNN and see what you see about it, because it's.
Well, when you live on a volcano, you're going to have to evacuate every once in a while.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Kilauea volcano has been erupting since I've been alive, just slowly. Yeah, it's been always been. That actually, the islands are actually growing in size and have been for all my life. And I'll tell you, this is kind of off topic, but I used to surf right there in Diamond Head, right near the Outrigger Club, Diamond Head. And the waves used to hit the wall, and we could surf in and out because the waves hit the wall and they would create a wave, and we could surf in and out, and the waves would crash. We'd do flips and stuff. And I went back there, I don't know, 15 years later, and the waves don't even hit the wall anymore, even on high tide. That means the island has been growing. In that 15-year period, the waves that used to hit the wall and then smash back out to sea, even on high tide, the waves don't even hit the wall. When they used to crash against the wall, we used to ride the waves out and in, so we didn't have to paddle out. And I went back there 12 years ago, and the waves don't even hit the wall now. So the island is growing.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
the island's growing.
Yeah, volcanic. It's growing, and they came from those islands came from volcanoes, anyways.
Oh, I didn't know that. The islands were made from volcanoes?
Yeah,
all the Hawaiian Islands. All the Hawaiian Islands were formed by volcanoes.
Yeah, that's what they
I did not know that.
That's what's happening up there in the ocean. The volcano been trying to create an island, but it never, the ashes never get that high to start a base.
I missed that.
Meaning the water, it makes it evaporate too fast where it won't create, a solid base where, you got to build something, you got to have something that's stable to stick there, and it's not sticking.
That's what lava does. That's what lava does. Lava creates new land.
Right, and it's not sticking. It
does stick. It does stick. Oh, yeah. I went golfing on Maui, and you can golf right there in the golf course.
I'm not talking about this island. They were talking about that in another. I was watching the news, and they were saying that a whole lot of volcanoes is under the ocean, and they all erupt, but all of them don't create islands because it's not enough of eruption.
Oh, right. Too deep. Yeah. But I mean, if their volcanoes are already on land, and then it creates more lava, it actually creates bigger mountains, bigger land. And only over the course of a year, that land, trees and stuff will grow around it and grow on it. So it's really weird. I go golfing in Maui, and a couple golf courses are surrounded by lava rocks and stuff, but they're beautiful, just luxurious paradise golf courses, and then surrounded by lava too. So you got a combination of coconut trees and all kinds of beautiful flowers and trees, and then it's lava all around too. And everybody in Hawaii knows that those islands were formed by volcanoes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of common knowledge to the Hawaiians and anybody that lives there.
No, but we're tripped out about these eruptions now. Somebody did a video on that where they're not erupting from the point of the volcanoes. They are erupting from fissures. They're erupting in the middle of the ground. They're not coming out of the volcano itself. It's actually coming from underground. It's like it's a big old mountain. It's like it's a big old hole on top of the island, and that whole island is the top of a mountain. But because the volcano, where the volcano is, it ain't doing no erupting. It's the eruption that's happening underground.
Yeah, it could be that they're doing this man-made. I've heard they have the ability with, I don't know, HARP or directed energies or whatever, but I think they probably have figured out technology to create seismic activity. And if they can do it, I'm sure they'll do it because they know that they can. And these evil people would like to
I
do
always
that.
heard the volcanoes blowing their top from the inside all the way up out of the mountain or out of the hole. I never heard of volcanoes opening up land and then the volcano ash, or not the volcano ash, the lava is in cracks in the streets.
Right, yeah, that's not normal.
I hate to tell you,
That's not normal.
I hate to tell you this, man. I hate to tell you this, man. But the entire Big Island is nothing more than a volcano.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I'm saying. That's the only way. That's the only way that can happen. Because if they say that the whole island ain't atop of a volcano, then somebody lying. Because only way you can see volcano eruptions out of the street is if the island itself is the top of the volcano. But if it's not, and they say that volcano is on the east end like they've been feeding us, why haven't nothing came out of the top of that? It's all coming from out of underneath the island.
Can I ask you guys a question, Iman? And two, do you guys know a little bit about Fukushima in Japan? They say that there was a nuclear explosion like 90 miles outside of that area of Fukushima, and that caused that tsunami and the earthquake and everything, and that it was man-made. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, because that's just what I've heard, but that Fukushima, the reactors and the tsunami, if you go on the video, YouTube, you can watch some heavy-duty tsunami waves. That destroyed and killed many, 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 many people. But I mean, they say that was actually man-made, created out there by some kind of explosions underwater.
That's the only thing I can think of is they're either testing that ability or somebody lying. They done changed the definition of a volcano eruption.
Yeah,
because the most things that I have seen on CNN is the land itself shooting out the lava. I ain't seen no lava coming down no mountain. It's coming from underneath the ground.
That's weird. Yeah, that's not normal.
They say it's coming out of fissures, meaning the lava is under the ground and it's opening up the ground like it's almost like a door. The ground is closed, then the lava comes, open up the ground, and it's coming out of the ground, not at the mountain.
Yeah, but they've also had a lot of sinkholes and cracks in the world. I've been seeing on the internet the last couple of years, a lot of sinkholes and cracks and the earth just opening up and stuff. You guys been seeing that on YouTube?
I did a whole video on that too.
Did you? Sinkholes and cracks and stuff? Yeah.
I'll be right back in a bit.
Is he okay?
He went to bed. Every third beer.
Oh.
I've been doing business. I've been doing Mandela thing almost 3 years. There's not too much I don't see.
Gotta go.
As far as if it's dealing with anything suspect. Because like I tell people wonder why every time I do a video, I tag in Mandela effect. Because when you mess with time, you mess with everything. It's nothing that can't be touched. When you take a molecule or when you take a substance, a book, a cloud, and you change everything around it. I don't care if it's just an inch, it's being changed. I don't care if my scissors that I had in the house, they was broke and now they fixed. That means everything around me.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you sure? Now, I've heard stories. I've actually seen on TV shows. I'm not Malcolm in the Middle or whatever, but they were trying to get rid of the kids' goldfish because they said, if you take care of your goldfish, we'll give you a puppy. But they wanted to, when he went to school, they tried to kill his goldfish, but he kept on, he kept on getting a new goldfish, and we killed that goldfish. And I'm thinking the same thing. Maybe they're doing that same thing.
Well, now see, the difference is these scissors are old. They were sharp because they were sharp.
They didn't replace them. Somebody didn't break them and say, "Uh-oh, Dad's gonna get mad. Better get some new ones."
I know, no, because the difference between that, you can still see they're old because you can see the grind around the handles, and you can see
the same ones. It was the same ones then.
And you can see the rust on the screw, and so there ain't no new pair. Now they must be some cold. They must be some cold artists if they can do that.
Yeah. No, I mean, they could have got a used pair that looked like them, or I don't know, but that sounds like it really happened. I don't, today, after Mandela effect, the last couple of years, I'm starting to think that anything's possible. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. I mean, the Bible itself changing is supernaturally in my home, the one I have right here next to me. That is, I mean, that tripped me out. In fact, that's all I've been doing for 2 years is going to sites and Bible's changing. That's why I didn't make channels and stuff. I just went around and telling everybody the Bible's changing. And I did it to all the channels. And a lot of church channels and ministries and stuff. And I don't think there's not one minister, one church, one pastor or minister or anybody that ever said, "Hey, yeah, you're right." Not one has said, "Hey, yeah, I see you." Not one. And of all the ones I've done in 2 years, I'm probably done 100.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
Guys, there is a video that I just seen about a week or two ago. You guys ever heard of the guy named Guy Fawkes, something like that? Facts?
Yeah, Guy Fawkes. Yeah, I mean Guy. Yeah.
He did. If you go onto his video thing, he's got an interview with a preacher friend who literally, he basically was telling him some things about the lion and the lamb, and he was talking to him about it, and he told him to go into the Bible, any Bible that he has, and look in there and look at it now. And the preacher friend went in there. I don't know if you can find the video. It's there under his videos. His preacher friend was like stunned. He was like, yeah, you got to go listen to it. I want to find it so I can post it on my Facebook. But yeah, look under Guy, I can't say his last name, Fawkes or something like that.
Right.
He's got to look for the one about the preacher interview. You're going to be shocked. It's about maybe about halfway through. And it's his friend, like I said, who's a preacher or a minister or something. And he shocks the heck out of him. Like literally. You got to listen to it, unless it's changed again.
Okay, you guys probably been awake since I started noticing the Bible changes in June 2016, so that'll be almost 2 years. 2 years in next month will be 2 years, and so since then I've noticed. Okay, I can name them: Bill Bean, Bill Bean, who travels around. He's a spiritual warrior, does. Deliverance ministries and gets people that are possessed and helps them. And then there's Robbie Santiago. He's I believe in Oregon or Washington State. I'm not sure. And there's another guy named he's in Idaho, and he sits in a big chair. He's a Spanish last name. I'm trying to think of not Garcia. And those are the only three that made videos 2 years ago. Now Bill Bean's still active and he does radio shows. And he still talks about it. But the other two, Robbie Santiago and Garcia, both have a small little home church where they have people come into the church. and they spoke up about it for the first couple weeks, and crickets from them. Nothing in 2 years from them. They see the changes, and they know it, and they've made videos about it, and nothing. And I'm like, no, Garcia knows the Bible, been reading it 40 years, knows it better than anybody that I know, and he's crickets, and not saying a word. And Robbie Santiago, he's crickets too. He obviously doesn't have the same memory on the Bible as Garcia, but wow, 3 only out of all 200,000, 300,000 churches in the United States, only 3 made videos, and 2 are silent. 1 left, Bill Bean, who's not even a pastor. He's a deliverance minister, and helps people demonically possessed. What's going on? Our churches.
I'm a minister. What you talking about?
Well, you were a singer. You weren't a pastor though, were you?
I'm a minister. I ain't never singer.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought you were gonna be a pastor. I thought you were good.
That's the next step. But
but you haven't been. You're not actually. You don't go every Sunday and preach to the church.
Yeah, I preach twice a month.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. I thought you were thinking about doing that.
No, I've been doing that for about 2
Okay,
years.
excuse me. Okay, there's 2 of you then.
Wow.
You and Bill. You're the only one then, because Bill Bean, he's not even a minister. He's deliverance. He does, possession and get demons out of people and stuff. So you're the only one in the whole United States got videos on about it. That's actual minister. Is that correct? That's we're talking about.
Let me explain to you something. The difference is, the only reason I got to say this because a lot of people use them titles for just for show. A true minister is the one that tells God truth. If you really want to know, we all are ministers right now. The ones that telling God's truth, we are the true ministers. Because man ordained, God ordained is oversees man ordained. And so we don't need man approval to be ministers. Now, I have been approved by a man. I did take classes and all that other stuff, but I don't need man's approval to make me relevant. God calls who he wants to call and choose who he wants to choose. He didn't say it was up to a man to. If you're speaking the truth and you're telling God's goodness and getting people saved, you're a minister too. And so it's more than one minister. We got a lot of ministers that tell the truth. We might not hold man's title. We might not hold man's title, but towards God holds us in high regard.
I've been hoping, Iman, the last 2 years, all my commenting on all the videos on for the last 2 years. That's what I've been doing. I didn't have a channel. I was just commenting and telling people about the Bible change. But I also been talking about flat Earth, and because I know a lot of people have been coming to Jesus with flat Earth. Once they find out that we've been lied to, that God's right above us, and that everything was a lie, the evolution. And
are you a flat earther?
Oh yeah, I believe not 100%, 110. Yeah, I know that we've been lied to.
I'm the opposite of you. You know me too.
Well, have you done? It took me 3 weeks to let go of the globe. I wouldn't want to give the ball up. I went to the basketball court and said, "That's my ball." I didn't want to give it up because I was raised within the globe. Just like you in a classroom and Star Trek and sci-fi movies and NASA, and I seen the shuttle take off. I mean, it didn't make sense. But then I started.
But I can't, guys. I can't be convinced yet to be a flat earther. I would really have to have a lot of proof. To switch over.
Well, it's actually the opposite. You'd have to be more of a proof to be on a. Are you spinning 1,000 miles an hour right now?
I don't know. I don't have a speedometer.
Well, I mean, if you drink 8 beers, you'll start spinning, but only about 5 or 10 miles an hour. You'll start spinning. You'll get drunk. 1,000 miles an hour is pretty fast.
Let me explain to you something though. See, the day and night has to happen, so the sun has to go somewhere. The thing that I say is, because of gravity and because of where we're situated, we might not feel it. Do you feel the high currents underneath the oceans when you're on top of the ocean? No, you don't. You only feel them high currents if you're down at the bottom of the ocean. And
You
so,
do feel the. I'm a surfer. I grew up. I've been surfing for
no, when
53 years, and
I'm talking
I
about
know a
the
lot
current.
about currents.
I'm talking
Wait a
about the
minute.
current. I'm talking about
I'm
the
talking
current.
above the water
I'm,
or in the
I'm
water.
talking
You
about. I'm talking about at the depth of the ocean. That them
right?
currents will rip you apart. And so you
No,
ain't feeling.
no,
No, no, I'm
no, no,
talking
no.
about that. The pressure, the pressure from the weight of that water will rip you apart at the bottom. That's
It's
why
actually the
you.
opposite. Actually, the opposite. Most of the currents are on the top. You go
I,
down deep enough, you won't even feel the current. The pressure, yes, but yeah, that's why you get people get caught out to sea and riptides and things like that. That's all coming from the top of the water. You go down, you go down deep enough that you won't even like in the tsunami. You could be scuba diving, and a tsunami wave could go right over you. Might not even know it.
no,
But
but
if you're on the top, the wave could hit you. That's the
wait,
way it works. The currents work on the top.
and then another thing is who knows where we at because ain't nobody really been to space to look. We just looking at pictures. Well,
Well, let me
nobody
ask you
looked
one
at it.
question. Okay, we've been going to the moon since 1969. Okay, and that's 50 years almost. Be 50 years next year, and in 50 years we don't have one real picture of spinning Earth. Not one. Not even one. They should have millions, millions of pictures. They should have a camera and a moon station and a hotel and everything. But you know what? It's all a lie. NASA's tongue. Look at their tongue logo. It's all they make $55 million per day. They steal from us taxpayers for their lie. They knew they couldn't go. They couldn't get. It's all biblical. God got a firmament, just like it says in the Bible. I have 75 verses in my Bible right here that verify that we live on a flat Earth. The Earth's stable on its foundation and does not move. 75 verses I could show you. How come people didn't read it?
Are you seeing flat Earths in the Bible?
75 times I can show you verses.
They
Where?
don't say flat Earth.
I can get your Bible out. I'll start telling you the verses.
It might say that now.
Get it?
It might say that now. It'll say that then. But the thing is, the flat Earth thing, that's just a distraction. Because who cares what the Earth round or flat? As long as I'm sitting on the Earth,
No, well, there's D.
huh? Because a lot of people make that a big deal when that ain't gonna change how I walk on the Earth if it's flat or if it's moving. Uh-oh, it's just us two. Cowboy, you still there? Cowboy,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here,
well-
brother. I'm here, brother. Sorry. I was just,
Jason.
Jason's here. Hey, Laird. Laird Fizzy, join us. Jason, you
Yeah.
there?
I'm trying to get Google this D right now.
That's it. That's too much. I mean, you can have too much stuff, and especially if it don't matter. I mean, if the Earth was a box, as long as I'm sitting on the Earth and I ain't going to space.
Hey, Jason, put the hangout for Laird and Fizzy.
I know people like to know though. I mean, that's good. Some information, I guess, is great to know, but it ain't gonna change how I look at the Earth. Sure. If they said a hot dog was made from a alligator, I'm still eat the hot dog.
Right?
Tastes good. To me.
Right?
Tastes good. To
Seriously. I've had alligator, and let me tell you, it ain't nowhere near as good as a hot dog.
me.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Where you at, Jason? You here? Hey, Seeker of Truth. What's up, brother?
he in the bathroom.
Oh, Jason went to the bathroom?
Yeah, was you on the screen when I was talking about Oh, he dropped out. Oh, he back. Was you on the screen when I was talking about the blood trees?
Yeah, I saw your video, man. That's crazy, dude. Because yeah, growing up in Tahoe with all the trees and cutting wood, yeah, I've never seen anything like that. Like I've seen a lot of sap, white sap, and all that. I've never seen anything like that before.
And somebody was on the screen. I think you went to sleep that day. You gave me an invitation, but I didn't see it because I'm like you. All of these doggone pings is getting on my nerve.
Right?
So I turned off the ping because hey boy, they be talking all day long, 24/7. I say, God, dog. No wonder why my phone ain't got no battery.
Right?
And so when you gave me the invitation, I didn't hear it until later. And when I got on, you was asleep.
No, what's so funny, E-Man, is like so I did like half the show, right? And I fell asleep. I was like, okay, Fizzy, you're in control of this. I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
I woke up the next day and I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God, I got E-Man on there. I got Digi on there. I got Dan on there. I can't believe I passed out. I got Layered on there. Fizzy's on there. I'm like, did I really just pass out and everybody's on this stream? It was like watching a whole another stream.
Right. That's why some of the conversations I tried to keep at a minimum. I think they was trying to shout out names for certain situations, and I said I wouldn't do that because this ain't our stream, and to stay respectful because of your stream, we just leave it to what we talking about. Because when you started naming names and pointing fingers, then it looked like you was a catalyst of that, and you wasn't even in the room.
Yeah, but you know what? I enjoyed your prayer at the end. I listened all the way through, by the way. So,
Oh Lord, you stayed up that long again?
well, no, I didn't. I didn't do the whole thing. I just watched from when I fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I was like, man, look, and somebody said it's always been like that. What they reasoning behind that is an animal. They die in the tree, and the tree become the animal.
right.
And they said that the tree grows, and it grows like the animal, and so now it grows veins. I said, huh?
But did you see the blood on? Well, I'm asking you. It's your video. The blood coming out, shooting out on the chainsaw.
Yeah. I say, look, that's what I've been. I say, man, this is a whole new ball game. I say, sure. I think I did a joke that day. I say, next thing you know, we're gonna be eating Barky burgers.
Yeah.
We're gonna bark burgers.
Hey, Jason, send Layered and Fizzy the link to the panel.
I'm in the middle of a fight with Hangout. Right now, I'm having a fight with Hangout so I can get Noble the key. I sent Laird an invite. And, as long as I've been doing this shit, but I don't have his email.
You want me? I'll put it in there for you. Fizzy's in there. She has it, right? If not, I can post it in the Google Hangout. Do I have his?
Well, I got a private one with Noble, but hold on, Noble. I'll get it. I know how to do this.
So how you been, cowboy? I heard you earlier. It didn't go over my head, so I know what to pray for.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I scan situations real fast, It went over everybody else's head, but I heard you.
Well, thank you, brother.
We gonna pray to God get you out that loop so you don't have to keep experiencing that situation.
Well, thank you. I didn't know you were there listening on that, but thank you.
I told you I listen to everything. I'm very keen. When I'm talking, I'm
I
listening.
didn't know you could be a ghost, but now I know. Okay.
Hey, you know, that's what I learned to do that in church. A lot of people always say, amen, amen. You ain't even heard what the person said yet.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I know. I'm praying. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray. God do that same miracle he did before, or better.
Okay, 19 things going on all at once. All since I started this live stream, 19 things. So I apologize to everybody. I'm trying to make it work. It's just done.
Hell, you know you can multitask. Take your time. Y'all about to take the lid off the jar anyway in a minute. Cause we almost do that.
Where are you?
We almost at the XL hour, ain't we?
You ain't going to bed at night. You ain't going to bed at night.
I'm talking about we at the XL hour. You know, this is all the gloves off.
Digi's back. What's up, Mark?
Hey guys. Yeah, I was just hanging, listening in. I didn't want to take up the screen, the stream at all. So I was just like, just hanging there.
Oh, you are good, man.
Just listening. Yeah.
Hey, what's been going on in Australia?
Same stuff, man. Like the big news here is hearing about Hawaii. There's nothing really big in Australia today happening, so it's just about what's going on over there.
No, I'm talking about any.
No, you got pastel colored eucalyptus trees, and you got dingoes that don't look like dingoes. You got I don't know what you got going.
Yeah, we got a country that's way too far north. We've got rainbow colored gum trees. Gum trees are my favorite thing in the world. Like I can sit there and look at gum trees in the middle of like the summertime, and like they have these majestic like branches and leaves, and you sit there and just chill out, and it's really good. And they've got rainbow ones now, apparently. Yeah. Rainbow trees.
I was looking at that too. We got rainbow trees too, and I said rainbow trees.
Well, it's crazy shit. Like, and then there's all the manned animals that are coming out. There's like species that are in the water now that can, like, if you're only in a couple of feet of water in the sea, like, there's like these microbiotic, small, tiny little things that can eat away at your flesh. Like, it's messed up, man. Like, we're on a different planet. That's all I know. Even if we haven't moved planets and we're on the same planet with, it's a different place. Like different animals, different skyline, different everything.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Makes me want to know. Like I was telling people, the biblical implication that the Bible said we're gonna have a new heaven and a new earth, and I want to know if we are actually accomplished that. Is that Noble? Hey, Noble, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Noble?
Meter guys. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, it's good to have you on, man.
Cool.
I was starting to get worried, man. I'm sitting there trying to do everything I possibly can to get you the link and stuff. I was like, man, I'm doing something wrong.
So how you been, Noble? What's new in the Mandela effect that you've seen?
Not a lot lately. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was hearing the flat Earth stuff come up. It's like, It's funny because I'm actually very much in the middle. And when I say middle, I don't mean knee deep. I just mean in my perspective.
Yeah.
I never really got too deep into it, but I did. I looked into it some, and
I know
I'm kind of with you in the sense that I kind of don't care considering the Mandela effect, but at the same time, I think the truth lays somewhere in the middle. I'm pretty sure the flat Earth community, so to speak, or the whole topic was brought on the same time as Mandela effect on purpose.
This is another distraction. This is another distraction to keep people.
I don't know if I would label it as simply as a distraction. Along them lines, it's an extra divide and conquer, so to speak. So in some respects, partially a distraction, but there is a lot of truth there. But there's probably a lot of deception there as well. It's a really big mess.
I can understand it, but see, the reason I have issue with the flat Earth, because that means eventually we can fall off this mark. So you got something flat. You got something flat. It has to have an ending. It ain't just a continuous. So how are we still not falling over? I mean that's the whole thing.
I think the first big problem.
Now I'm gonna go over. All right, I'm gonna go over, and I've looked at two different flat Earth theories. Where one, there's the infinite waterfall going up the edge of the planet. Now I'm going, okay, that's bullshit. That can't possibly happen because we run out of water real quick. The other is the Frisbee theory, where there's a wall around the outside edge of the planet, but there's holes in this wall in order to allow you to go to continents that are past that wall, and I have no as a round earther, I'm sitting there, I'm listening to this crap, and I'm going, dude, we live on a marble.
That's what don't. And this is where I come to in between. I don't believe the Earth is perfectly round or perfectly fat. We might be an oval, or it may be a cross between the two. But I don't think it's one thing, because if it be flat, we definitely gonna fall. Ain't no way in the world you're gonna say something flat and it don't have an ending. Everything flat has an ending. Ain't no infinity. If it was round, at least you can go in a circle and you just keep looping over. If it's flat, you can't loop over. Well, you gonna loop over something.
Well, Amen. Imagine this, man. Like, imagine your bowl of cereal in the morning, right? Imagine the bowl being ice, right? Completely ice. And the milk being the sea, and the cereal being the land. That's sort of what like flat Earth is. With in the middle of the bowl would be north, and it doesn't matter where your cereal is in the bowl. When it points to north, it's right in the middle of the bowl, and then over the top there's a dome that keeps everything in. So that's flat Earth.
Why can't we reach the dome? What stops us from getting past the dome?
People haven't. They've hit the dome because you can't get through the dome. That's what I said the other night. The sky's the limit. I used to think sky's the limit meant, you look up and you see the infinite universe that goes on forever, and that means no matter where you shoot for, you shoot for the stars and you land on the moon, or whatever the saying is. But now what I realize that sky's the limit means is the sky that's it. That's where you can reach. It's the dome. That's it. No more. You got to look inwards, not look outwards for answers. That's all I got to say.
Now, I understand about the sky part. The sky part I understand, but just the land itself, or just the water itself, it has to have a breaking point. It has to have a stopping point. And we done traveled everywhere on the globe, on the water, and so why having a ship hit the wall again?
Who's to say it hasn't?
That's the only way. That's the only way that flat Earth will make sense to me. If I can
the
get
1963 or 1964, whatever year Nobel would know, whatever the year the international treaty was done, the only treaty with all the countries around the world that states that you can't go down to Antarctica, which on a flat Earth is due south. And when you hit due south, it's a ice wall. None of us know because none of us have been to Antarctica.
Back then, they did a treaty recently when Obama was in office.
It's all been divided up in pie slices. You look at it, it's all been divided up in pie slices.
But that's the only way I can get on the flat Earth. I mean, and it is fine. I mean, flat Earth, round Earth, and it ain't bothering nothing. And so, have we been on the flat Earth all this long? Thank you, Jesus. Have we been on round Earth all this long? Thank you, Jesus. Now that ain't bothering nothing, but the Mandela effect is bothering things. It's changing things. So, and so that takes more precedence over a flat Earth that ain't got no significance to bother us or to change us. It may change our view of what we thought in school, but it ain't changing our life and things around us.
Yeah, well, man, let's like Noble said just before, like, you know, he was saying, like, you know, he's in the middle. I'm totally in the middle. I agree. Like I've dived into flat Earth and had a look. And to be honest, I'm more flat Earth now than I am globe. But for me, like he said, you know, like, and you've said as well, E-Man, like, you know, the Mandela effect reigns supreme over that, and that's why I have to make this comment, which is, for me, flat Earth is a Mandela effect.
Mm. Yep.
It's the biggest one. It's the biggest one.
Imposed on us at the same time, I think for a good reason. If you go ahead, Jason.
Is not the Mandela effect. Flat Earth is a cube effect.
You said a people effect?
Yeah, Earth is a YouTube effect. It's not a Mandela effect. The flat Earth is more popular.
That's what I want to know where that. I want to know where that originated at, where that started from. That's the thing. I want to know who started that idea, because I thought we passed that part with Christopher Columbus when he thought the Earth was flat, and he was traveling and hit America, and so I thought we was through with that one. But I guess history,
the discussion was brought up again, or the argument definitely was presented again somewhere.
Did not disprove that the Earth was flat. He thought he found a different part of East Asia. It was this Bushi and that was all for that they found in Asia.
We got to get you some more bandwidth over there.
The Earth was flat. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. The Earth was round.
And so
Galileo. It was Galileo that figured out the Earth was round.
And see, so somebody brought the subject up again and made a new topic, which start. And I think that topic ain't gonna never die down. It's a trend now, and then it's gonna die back down, and then it's gonna start back up. But the thing is that I don't like is the Mandela effect has became something like a trend, and it can't be a trend because it's still happening, and it's more significant and more amplified than that. It's like I told people I was trying to reach today on some live. I said it's almost like a bomb in the back of your yard. You got a bomb in the back of your yard ticking, and everybody around is like nonchalant. Because what's happening is they changing it so fast. They can literally, if they have the power, and God is giving the Satan or whatever the authority to change time, matters, and law, he can literally wipe some of us off the planet Earth. We won't matter.
I want to point out some stuff here when it comes.
I gotta look at it this way, and I'm gonna say something. And yes, I'm out of turn, but this is kind of like my birthday live stream, so I'm gonna be an asshole. You know what? The aliens from Nibiru have to live somewhere, so why not outside the Antarctic Circle on the flat Earth, which is all being buried underneath the lease of the UN symbol? All right, I'm gonna give you all that one.
Yeah, who knows what's
Everybody.
going on in the Antarctic? There's definitely some crap going on in the Antarctic, no doubt.
Oh yeah,
They're
there's
hiding
all kinds
something,
of
and there's
that's some
activity
weird
there,
shit.
whether it be a ring or a continent or whatever. There's something
Well,
that definitely they're hiding from us, and
what
there's activity.
what tripped me out is I still don't understand why we haven't figured we people jump on the flat earth all day long, but we still haven't figured out what the world is the Bermuda Triangle. Why everything disappeared there? Why satellites can't penetrate there? What is it? What caused that Bermuda Triangle? And I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. You know what that is? Everybody say, yeah, no.
Here, no.
All right, man. What I think that is just like the Bible says. I believe that's the Garden of Eden that God put the carrots around that can't nobody never reach. And that's the reason why ain't nobody reach it. We can still see it, but we can't reach it. Because remember, he put chariots around each way the way to keep anything in from out from going in. That's what I believe the Bermuda Triangle is.
You never know. Listen, when it comes to some of the initial, because I didn't look into flat Earth for a while because I was Mandela in deep with Mandela, but when I did, it became obvious to me right away that a great deal, not all, a great deal of arguments for the flat Earth videos and whatnot was to disprove a globe or prove NASA is a lie, and somehow indirectly or inadvertently that proves that the world is flat. But it doesn't, but it certainly raises many questions. Also, as we've heard, is the Earth spinning? Well, if it's not spinning, then it must be flat. No, actually it doesn't. Is the moon and the sun big? Does the Earth go around the sun? Is it big, large or small bodies for the moon and the sun? If it isn't, then the Earth must be flat. And no, that's not true either. So there's many assumptions made, and it seems like there was two boxes, maybe a couple other sort of half boxes constructed for people to jump into. And I think they all have their deception or lies or some truth and some untruth within them. I lean pretty far. I lean pretty far on it is a small sun and a small moon. I lean pretty far that way for many reasons. Many
That sounds like the
experiences.
Mandela effect.
I got kicked out of my own live stream.
I've seen that.
Again.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if we did this. I don't know if we did this, man.
Is Jason here? Jason's
Hey,
here?
Jason. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. I kicked out of my own live stream. I don't
Is
know
it your
who's trying
birthday?
to call me.
Hey, Jason.
I don't know who just tried calling me, but I apologize. I tried to answer. And as soon as
we forgot to do this.
The live stream, lost my internet on my computer. Everything just shut all at once. I apologize to you, whoever it might have been.
And we need to get you some more broadband over there.
Yeah, I think Jason, just slam a beer while we sing "Happy Birthday" to you.
That's what I'm about to say. We ain't did that yet.
Yeah, get a fresh beer, Jason. I want to hear it crack, and I want to hear it go down as we sing "Happy Birthday" to you.
Happy birthday.
Wait, we gotta hear that birthday. We gotta hear that beer crack though.
He already got two open.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with 3.
That's
I don't know how we're gonna sing this with all males, but we'll give it a shot. Will somebody get some high pitched voice going there? Did you maybe? Yeah. Where'd you go, Jason?
He probably trying to say something. His broadband ain't working. He got that cross nail over there. Oops, I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Craig and Teresa, but
Oh, they text one another and said they had to meet real quick.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm just playing. But yeah, man, I noticed that this phenomenon is so many ideas and so many theories, and that's fine. It's fine. I guess we so acquisitive to want to know.
We got Jimmy in the room. I mean, you want to get a serious conversation going? We get Jimmy in here because Jimmy, you know, we love each other and we see we don't see eye to eye on the Mandela effect, but we got enough love for each other. We can hash this out and talk about it and express each other, right, Jimmy? You got that right? Like,
who's Jimmy?
Ramsey, the Truth Brothers.
All right, everybody, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm back.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna see some happy birthday. You got your fresh beer?
I got me my first cup of coffee.
He got one of the real ones, boy. He ain't playing.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jason Macafalla. Is it Macfall or McFall? Emmy, I don't know. Happy birthday to you. Hey, Gerald, we ain't no copyright on that song. Believe me, there ain't no copyright on that song.
They like, damn, we don't want to hear happy birthday ever again.
Right? Yeah, let's get Jimmy on here, man. I love that brother, and we all want everybody to go to Christ, and we got different opinions, and I think that there's enough respect in there that we can have this conversation.
Hey, Cowboy, what do you reckon, man? Is the sun as far away as they say it is?
I'm a flat earther. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm a flat earther. No.
Yeah, but I mean, put the flat Earth aside because I mean I know that has a big part to play, but how big is the moon? I mean, like Nobleness has started talking about a pretty relevant topic there. Like, you know, the fact that there's all these coincidences and synchronicities going on around the place, and that the fact that the moon can fit perfectly on top of the sun.
Yeah, I don't buy any of that.
That's just one of the many things, man. Like, it just doesn't sit well with me. Like, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also like, well, hang on a second, mate. How does that work out? You know?
Well, now in this reality, the moon don't never go down. You see the moon in the daytime and nighttime.
It depends on the day. It does go down, but sometimes it's coming up at a different time, or going down at a different time.
I've seen the moon at 4 o'clock in the evening.
Question. Does anybody else have a problem with random black boxes popping up in?
Huh?
Popping up where?
Hey, Jason, check the Google Hangout chat, dude. Larry's trying to get on. You're gonna have to send him an email.
I have like 3 times, and I'm gonna send him one another time. But while I'm doing that, does anybody have a clue as to what these stupid random black boxes are in Chrome?
Now, Jason, I will tell you, you
kills everything.
You could do this. And you just tell nobody else to click on it. Just put it in the chat. That way now you know you can get it in.
Right. Either put it in the Google Hangout chat or in the chat room on YouTube. And sometimes that works better than an email.
Cause I do that anytime. I don't
Yes,
like
I've done
it.
that. I'll do it again.
I tell you, hey, get out.
But this is starting to get insane. I'm having problems like crazy here. I'm getting kicked off.
I have a question
I'm
for
getting
y'all.
kicked off.
When do we get night bots? I've been noticing night bots popping up talking about you can't capitalize, you can't say this. And I typed on the thing to see how many subscribers he had. He got over 800,000 subscribers, but not a video.
Right?
I said AI is just all everywhere now. That's what I'm more concerned about. I'm concerned about them talking about we gotta merge
Take
with
care of
the
that
team
for him.
in about 4 more years.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Over half my screen just went black.
Well, what's the other? White?
Half my screen just went black.
Man? What's wrong with you, man?
No, my normal screen. No, I'm
And half
talking
of them
blacked
went
out
black.
pixels. This is just blank.
You got a
Space.
virus, buddy.
Fuck?
It looks like your J is starting to ascend. It's like it's pretty high up there.
Oh shit! Wait, Eman, what does the moon look like in Chicago, man? What, do you see the changes to the moon and stuff like that as well?
Hey, the J is going to heaven.
It is.
I mean, what the hell is going on here?
You got a virus, buddy.
I heard
Well,
I heard a great story from a guy earlier on in Mandela Effect on Discord, and I won't say his name or nothing, but he was in a school, and he was one of the smarter guys in school, and there's a few schools that got this kind of some smart kids together.
Hey, Jimmy.
And
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
what's
Jimmy.
up, dude? What's up, guys? Good to see you guys.
Good. They received a laser from NASA. This was back in, it was either the late 70s or the early 80s.
Hey, Jimmy, can you put your avatar on that kicks Jason out if you don't? I'm sorry.
I did. It's not showing my face anymore, is it?
No. Okay.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead, Noble.
No problem. I'll sum it I'll try to keep it brief. And so they got this big rig. I mean, this is a big ass rig that you pull in on the back of a truck on its own trailer. And it's a big laser that is supposed to apparently, of course, hit the mirror that was left on the moon, right? Shoot the laser back and give you the distance of the moon. And this was brought in from NASA for all these kind of privileged kids or whatever, some smart science kids and the teacher. They spent a day doing a calibration. So you got to do a calibration for this machine, and you literally on foot you measure it 1 mile across the field, and you calibrate this machine for 1 mile, and you put it in a calibration mode to do that. And so they did all this, step by step, very careful. Then they set it up. There's a little spotting telescope on it that you generally have to move. And of course, you need to do it when there's no clouds in the sky. They shoot the thing off. The thing kicks back with some stupid numbers. They crunch the numbers very carefully, and they get some low number, like 3,000 miles.
Jimmy,
brother.
Can you mute for a second? I don't know what's going on. There was a lot of
Yeah, hang on a second.
So it's hard for us to hear Noble. Thanks. Go ahead, Noble.
Hang
on a second.
Somebody about Laird has been begging to come on.
Wait, look. Go ahead, finish, Noble.
Right. So they use the spotting telescope. They spot the moon, when there's no clouds. They shoot the laser off. They get back a number. They crunch it. It's not the right number. It's way too low. So they do this again. Well, actually, first the machine will tell you will spit out a number and tell you how to adjust the laser so you can actually apparently get this mirror, right? Because initially you're just doing a spotting telescope. But the ridiculous point is, in order to adjust this thing, this is the early 80s or late 70s. There's no high-end electronic adjustment. No, you literally turn the corkscrew freaking settings on the feet, which is mind-blowingly ridiculous. If you're trying to shoot something that's whatever 30,000 miles away, you could sneeze on the thing and you're going to miss the mirror by an entire community. Like, it's ridiculous.
Right.
The whole concept is absurd. And so right away, it's obvious you're not hitting a mirror. You're just bouncing a laser off of whatever the moon is, a planet or whatever, which they've done all through time since. They bounce lasers off something to measure how far it is away. You don't need a freaking mirror. That's ridiculous. So it will give you a number probably to center it better on the moon, would be my obvious guess. But still, they did this. They got the number back. It's way too low. They went through it all again, very carefully, crunching the numbers, double checking. Like, you get a handful of people plus a science teacher, and they couldn't get it. They're like, they can't get the proper number. It's way, way too low. So they're running out of time. This machine has to go back. They contact NASA, and it's the weekend. So NASA sends a guy out. They were supposed to meet up on a Sunday or something, whatever, Saturday, Sunday. The NASA guy gets on site before anyone else shows up, and they all show up and like, oh, here, we got your number, right? Here's I can't remember how it goes. I'll say 3,000 and 30,000, whatever. I don't know, some way larger number by quite a factor. And they're like, what the heck, right? He's like, oh, it was stuck in calibration mode. But the thing is that what is the difference between calibration, right? For some machines, it does make a significant difference because things are automatically zeroed off. But for something like a laser that's just measuring, it shouldn't really make a difference. Like, why are you getting a low number unless the difference between calibration mode and regular working mode is a real number and a bullshit number, right? That's be my guess. So from that example alone, this guy's story, who I'm repeating, I'm not at liberty really to say who he is, but he was convinced back then. He's like, the moon is not as far away as they say it is. Not at all. It's only I think 3,000 miles or something, a lot less than what they say. And he was convinced of that when he was pretty much a kid, because he was like, that's bullshit. The whole thing was bullshitty. It was weird. And of course, the concept of a mirror and adjusting the corkscrew adjustments on the legs of this machine is just ridiculously nonsense. To think that you could hit a mirror the size of whatever, even if it was the size of a house or a car, you're never going to hit that from 30,000 miles away. That's impossible, right? You need multiple lasers to ever figure out where the damn thing is, and then computer adjustments, fine-tuning, freaking step motors to ever have a chance of getting that mirror. And the mirror has to be perfectly flat and facing back to the earth as well, right? It's just not a matter of hitting that mirror. That mirror got to be 100% facing the earth where you're at to ever expect it to come back to you. Like, the whole thing's ridiculous. It's people got no brains. I don't get it. This kills me, man.
What I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't want to seem too bad about this, but I mean, I know for some people it's very important to know the distance of the moon, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna get there. So if it's 3,000 miles or 10,000 miles, they ain't inviting me up there. And so,
right? Yeah, I'm with you, man.
I don't see. I see. We're an inquisitive race. Period. Anyway, we humans. We want to know everything, but some things you just ain't gonna know. Some things, even scientists, they ain't gonna know everything. They can take all the measurements they want, but then until they take a ruler and put it on top of the moon and bring the ruler all the way back down, they just estimating. But I don't see the quantum. I may be saying the word wrong, or maybe using the wrong word, but
it's not so much. It's not so much about knowing whether the moon is large or small, far or close. but a disc or a ball. I mean, the thing looks like a ball to me, but it's not so much what it is, but it's identifying a deception. And if you start identifying deceptions, you shouldn't make assumptions on it, but it's good to know, because
I understand
the
that
thing
too.
is, with this life, it isn't, truth is important. Avoiding deception, I would say, is more important.
Right. I mean, but that's only what you focus on. If you focus on things that really don't matter, then that's not progressing you. That's just taking up ample space in your brain of something that is unnecessary. I always tell people I
For
try to
yourself,
keep
for yourself. But what I do isn't about me.
unnecessary things out my head that don't affect me or don't enhance me. If it don't enhance me or make me better or make me better aware or make me a better human or better of loving or showing people deceptions, like the Mandela effect is a deception for real. I mean, that's something that's changing things that can affect us. Anytime people say that the inside of our bodies are changing, that's a personal effect. That's like somebody spitting in your face or talking in front of your face. They're in your personal space. And so that's affecting my personal space. And I think the flat earth or the moon ain't affecting my personal space unless it has something to do with the way I breathe and live. Now, if the moon has a significant uh, a significant health benefit for me or a disadvantage, then I'll be looking at what's going on. Because if the room is getting farther and that's gonna hurt me, hey, you better bring my moon back. And if it's getting closer and it's gonna radiate me, hey man, y'all better get away from that moon. And so, but if it don't have them kind of implications that's gonna affect humanity or the way we survive, then
It does. It does affect humanity as a thing. Now, I would agree. I would agree that maybe the best thing for me or for you is to eat good food and pray all day and do whatever. That would be great. But it isn't me I'm concerned about. It's humanity. And what NASA does and what they tell the world and what they think of the world does affect the world. So I'm in it more for humanity, not for myself.
I think we gave them that authority. See, people can only control what you let them control. Because we look at NASA as Jesus or gods, we take everything that they say and we eat it. Maybe we need to watch what we eat next. You know,
Amen. Think of it this way, man. It says it in the Bible. You know, when you look to the heavens, what's in the heavens?
That's it.
You know, we've been deceived. We've been deceived, man. That's the thing. And I agree. I don't think we should turn a blind eye to something that's so significant in our life. I mean, you know, you walk outside at night and you see the moon. You walk outside during the day and you see the sun with a ring around it, or you see, you know, different changes to the clouds and whatever else. Like, you can't turn a blind eye.
I understand that.
It's the heavens above it. It's the heavens above, man. Like, you can't deny that.
Well, no, I understand you don't want to, what they call that, turn a blind eye. Because I tell people all the time, don't turn a blind eye to the Mandela effect. Because that's one of the worstest thing in humanity in humanity. And so I can understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, if that much of an effect on humanity, and as far as health wise and if it's causing deceit from God, then I can understand. But I don't see. I think the moon and the distance and the flat Earth, them are just people want to know what our planet is. They want to know the history. They want to know where we at. They want to know and form like you would want to know what area you live in if you move into a different location. And so I think that's more of why it's important, because they want to know what's surrounding us, what's in our neighborhood, what function do the moon play, what function the sun play, and that's great information. But what I'm saying is, if that's not, I can know how many schools around my neighborhood, But if I don't only go for one school, well, I care about all the other schools. When I'm not affected by the other schools, yeah, I know they here, but it's not directly affecting my livelihood. I mean, and that's all I think I'm saying. I think we take NASA and we looking for answers in NASA, and maybe we looking to the wrong person for the answer. Because the Bible says, trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not to your own understanding, and He will direct your path. And so I think because we are asking information for people that we hold in high regard, where they've been caught of lying, and I always say, if you done been caught lying once, I don't trust you. So now, if you lie to me once, you can lie to me about a lot of stuff.
Right? Yeah. Lie over something small, something dumb. Right? Liars always get caught. That's one thing, right? Liars always get caught.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
they can't
yeah,
follow
because don't come at me with like well, there's OxyClean's now with an I and not a Y, or whichever way. JC Penney now has lost the E, or some of the Fruit Loops and the double O or whatever. Don't talk to me about that, because that is petty in comparison to seeing the moon and knowing that we've been completely lied to about that, or knowing that we've been on a flat Earth when we're on actually we've been told we've been on a round Earth, like a sphere. So that to me is the thing, is like, that's the magnitude of the Mandela effect. Like, people are focused in on these tiny little things that are so big to them, yet some of the really big changes that are, the truth that's coming out, and people, it's too big for a lot of people to take in. I just think that's what it is. It's just like, well, let's just leave that alone. Let's just go focus on life is like a box of chocolates, or was like a box of chocolates.
Watch this. God say the small thing, you can't get the big things unless you get the small thing. And every small thing that I noticed that they have changed have significant meaning behind it. We look at them as small, but if you look at them in the context of what it is, like Phil the Dream said, if you build it, He will come. Who is the He they talking about? See, that's the subliminal message that God may be trying to give us, that they building something that the devil can reign. And life was like a box of chocolate, meaning now it's being orchestrated now. It's not random no more. And so we can take these little changes we call little and miss the message behind it. Just like the T's all losing their one side. They're trying to take away the cross. And so your little toe may be the smallest thing on your body, but if you cut that toe off, you unbalanced. Even though you look at it as a little bitty thing that you can probably live without, but it still throws your body off balance. And so, because this stuff that we grew up with and the things that we watch, that's like a whole body of our nature. And one thing throws off the balance. That's the thing. And so
I can see E-Man. I see Lucifer standing there looking down at E-Man and Digital, saying, "Look at E-Man and Digital. They're like arguing over Chick-fil-A. How funny is that? We've just shifted all the stars and the planets. We've moved them across the universe. We've taken them out of heaven. We've placed them in hell. They're now under our rule, and they're worrying about something about a logo change." Yet they can't even see the skies above them. That's how I see it. I see it from a different viewpoint.
And I understand your view. I ain't denying that one. But what I'm saying is that's another trick, because watch this. What he's saying is they can't even see Chick-fil-A. They can't even see Oscar Mayer. I tell people Oscar Mayer or a logo change, they look at me crazy. So if they can't see the small stuff, of course they ain't gonna see the stars. How can You can't start driving a truck unless you know how to drive a car. You can't go big before you go small. The stars and the moon and the sun, them are big things. Chick-fil-A is small.
All these people looking at their phones, man. They're all looking at these tiny little devices. They're looking down. They're looking at these tiny little phones, worrying about the most minuscule things, and they're looking outwards for everything, and they're not looking inward for the answer. They're not looking inside. Everything's outside. Everything's external. Everything's on my phone. You know,
I don't even think they pay attention to that. They just like the phone. I don't even think they pay attention to nothing. They don't play. They don't. 99% of the world don't even know what the Mandela effect is. From small to big, you can tell them about osmosis. They don't know what you're talking about. You say Mandela effect, they like, huh? I go to the store every day and I test my wife. I say, I bet you not one person in this store know what the Mandela effect. And it'd be like 6 people, and I ask them, and they say, huh, what are you talking about? And so they don't even see the small thing that's around them. They don't even see chemtrails in the sky. So you know they ain't knowing about the moon and the sun. They don't see the chemtrails that's sprayed on their head every day. And so I think what the devil do is he's saying, look at these fools. They don't know the stuff in their house. They don't know the stuff around. They don't even know they eat this every day and they ain't know the change. And he laughing. He like,
Consider this possibility. What if, let's just say, go with the concept, and I'm just using it for an example, but it may be the case. Let's say there is nanotech in the chemtrails or food or water. And eventually that's to intercept everything you see, you hear, you smell. And then we have the World Wide Web that is becoming more and more prevalent technology that we're linked to. Right now, we just look at it. Eventually, obviously, we're going to become more and more linked to it. And so this whole time, possibly, they are constructing our future digital, you could say augmented reality, you could say reality, you could say prison. And we are helping them. And all the people that normally would be on top of their game, God's people, truthers, whatever, all sorts of different groups are busy with what? Flat Earth globe and Mandela effect, right? And the whole time they're constructing our digital prison for the future.
I mean,
I agree.
You're right.
And everyone's saying there is no rockets, there is no satellites, and the whole time they're popping up satellites like mad because that's how they're going to intercept and manipulate everything we see, we hear, and everything else. And we could have a world war, and those satellites will still be up there for our future digital prison.
And that's what I was about to say, because the chemtrail have metals in them, and it's so thin that you can breathe them in. And so if you put metals in people's brain, you can control frequency through the metal and the magnetic field, whatever, the magnet that they use and all of that to cause kind of whatever shifts in frequencies that you want. That's why people have been getting these headaches. And so what I think is that's the reason why I believe the Mandela effect is important not to ignore, because this will help wake up people that they are playing mind games with us already. They are testing to see if we see. And because
possibly that is what the Mandela effect is. They're testing around, they're identifying the who's who and the how's what, and it could be a lot of that.
And because they can't see, and these people can't see, we got to change the frequency to try to knock them off their square so we can have everybody under the same umbrella. And so that's why I tell people when I first started my videos that I try to keep myself updated so I don't forget what I did in the past. And so I look at my own videos of the examples so I can stay sharp. And so I understand what who was his name? Digital Intel was saying that that the stars and the moon is important. And everything is important. There's nothing least important or less important. But I believe if you don't know about the chemtrails and the chemicals that they spray on you, of course you ain't gonna know about the moon and the sun. And they don't even look. People don't even look up, and so
Yep.
you don't see that. And then you don't see stuff that you eat every day. You make grocery lists. You make grocery lists, and you don't even know what you picking out the stuff, but you ain't reading the label. You just nonchalant just picking it up because it look blue and purple.
Hey, can I talk for a minute? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we did it first. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say, hey guys, thanks for having me on the show. I love you guys. I want to apologize to Cowboy and Jason for all the confusion that happened on my last couple of live streams or whatever. You know, me and Cowboy, we've talked behind the scenes about this before. You know, we feel differently about the Mandela effect, but you know, I want to get across that I see the Mandela effect, but I don't. I want to encourage people to not stop not stop reading their Bibles, because that's the most important thing. You know,
Amen.
but you know, the biggest thing that I see right now on YouTube, and that's the biggest platform for truthers right now, anyways. That's where all the sheep is. So that's where we need to be preaching to the sheep to wake people up, anyways.
Amen.
The biggest problem I see right now, and that I would love for everybody to try to stop this, and that's these people with these big channels like I don't want to mention no names, but you know, we got these big truther channels, and to be a truther is to tell the truth, and the truth is Jesus Christ. So I don't do what, brother?
What do you call big channels? I want to know.
I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and say it, man. I'm talking about Richie from Boston, talking about Call for an Uprising. You know what I mean? They got this drama right now going back and forth, and it's so aggravating, man, because they need to focus on the big topic, and that is, I mean, they talk about truth, and they do a lot of good work about exposing chemtrails, you know, talking about satanic rituals and stuff like that. People do need to know that. But at the end of the day, they also need to know how to, you know, have salvation and how to be born again, because that's the most important thing. Because if you're not born again, you're going to split hell wide open.
Yeah. I tell people that every show I go on, that's the most important thing. And you're right. But see, a lot of believers, and this is where this is what the problem is. The believers. I mean, I'm a minister, and the believers don't see nothing. They don't see nothing. And God said we can't be ignorant of the devil's devices. And we ignorant. We don't know. They don't know what AI is. They don't know what quantum computer is. They don't know what CERN is. They don't know what D-Wave computer is. They don't know who Sophia
I mean, you go tell these people. I mean, you go tell them. Go ahead.
This is. I just want to say, like, you and I, we both all agree. E-Man, Noble, Gigi, everybody. We all know that the most important thing is salvation, right? That's foremost, right? But the problem I have is, Jimmy, is if you do a video that discounts our beliefs and directs it towards us as if we're not